Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 18 of Outcritted. We are back at last in lovely, summer-filled Barovia. And not a lot has happened since last we left off. Last time, you took the rescued Vistani girl, Arabelle, and returned her to her family at the Vistani camp outside of Vallaki. And her father was grateful. Her uncle was snide. You were given lots of rewards, promises of help, promises of eternal friendship and gratitude. Nobody's pockets were picked, which is noteworthy. I think you ended up choosing just some gold, right? Was your treasure?
Electrum.
Electrum, right.
Lots of electrum.
Can't have gold. Not in this country.
1,200 Electrum.
Yeah, that's awesome. You also met Casimir, a dusk elf who lived in a hole in the hill that the Vistani were camped on. And he spoke of his lost sister and a way to bring her back from the dead. And he asked if you would consider helping him. It would mean a trip to an old temple in the mountains. But he insisted that this would be fortuitous for you, that there would be much in that temple that could aid you in your quest to overthrow the Devil's Strahd.
Pretty sure we gave that a hard pass.
You said we'll think about it, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that I would discuss it with the group when we had time, and we haven't had time.
We'll call it a soft maybe.
Excuse me. That is not what we just said.
After that, you left Vallaki and returned to the old bone grinder up on the hill. And here you hatched a cunning plan to ensnare the hags who've been preying on Kiva. It didn't really work out perfectly. There were one or two hitches and hats in the wind, but one of the two hags is dead in a dark twist of fate. Chell's hat of disguise fell off of her head, betraying her, and the hag Morgantha went ethereal and has not been seen since. 5 minutes have passed since then. You've had time to think things over, to get rid of the combat adrenaline, and you now are all gathered inside the old bone grinder.
No, we all ran outside looking for...
I'm still with the hags.
Yeah, you're
Everyone else ran
that is
outside.
not how I remember ending it.
I was trying to seamlessly move forward 5 minutes.
I don't think we should do that.
That means she has a 5-minute lead, fool!
Yeah.
She's gone, dude. But okay.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
So,
Sorry
Hey,
about
hey, she's ethereal. Hey, you know what? You might
railroad us.
You might surprise me. Let's see what you got.
Well,
Either way,
I got nothing.
the floor is yours.
well,
Okay, since I'm still upstairs with her, I'm gonna search her dead body for a heartstone.
Let me see. I actually need to find out if that's a thing that she has.
how was she gonna go ethereal if she didn't have that?
Talking about the dead one. Maybe she couldn't.
Oh, I remember her trying, but I grabbed her hand so she couldn't.
Yeah, she was trying to. That's why we
Yeah.
immobilized her.
That's why I pinned her.
Yep.
I just got to find out what happens when they die.
They tell us all their secrets.
Okay, there we go. So you pat her down. Okay. And on her person, you find numerous little fetishes and knickknacks. You find what looks like the shrunken head of a child. A necklace of crow feet. You find a sack kind of tucked into her belt behind her cloak, which looks to have been stitched from the skin of humans.
Ew.
And, of course, as I think you were searching for, you find a lustrous black gem.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna try to use it to go. What is it? Ethereal.
How?
I would have knowledge of it. I mean, I'm a warlock.
You
Does
can make an
have,
Arcana check. I don't think that's quite how that works.
He
but-
does have
Okay.
like this innate knowledge from his patron that
that he isn't 100% or wasn't 100% even certain was his patron until recently. So no, I'd say that.
so
But you can make an Arcana check. We'll see what you know.
Okay, we'll see.
Boom.
19.
19. So you are familiar with Heartstones and other Night Hag relics. Most of their things are corrupt forms of magic that can really only be used by a hag. One thing you do know, though, that anyone can do with a Heartstone is cure any disease with its touch. But as far as going ethereal, that's a secret carried only by night hags.
Okay. Play me like that. Okay. Well, I mean, but I can cure any disease with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a one-time, or is that like a...
You aren't entirely sure.
Okay.
good try, Tap. I'm gonna go down to the second floor, and I know it's probably completely pointless, but I'm gonna start trying to track. I'll start at the second floor and work my way down, looking for a hag. Like footprints and stuff like that.
Or you, I guess you're looking for them. You're not trying to follow them. So that would be a perception check. You are not detecting any footprints or signs of the hag's passage. At least none that look like they're post the fight. Like you can find signs of hags living here. Like you find there was a pie in the oven that is now burned. Someone should have taken it out. No one did. You find their beds, which are unmade and smell of body odor and something you can't quite put your finger on and you're not sure you want to.
Skank butter.
Guys, this is bad.
Can I look for their money?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Let me get my character sheet.
Wait, where's Easemark?
Easemark was left outside with the horse. Horses? Horses, right? You got
You know-
two.
Where am I? Do we get a map?
For now, I'm trying to leave the maps for in tactical combat. It's kind of up to you where you're at within the.
Well,
Well, I'm at a Holiday Inn. See you guys later.
Okay, smartass. Within the bounds of the old bone grinder.
12.
All right. Well, I know I didn't get very far, so.
Okay, were you were headed for the horses, or what were you doing? Remind me. My memory is
Vidna was headed for
Sorry.
the horses, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah.
okay. So Vidna was heading for the horses. Kiva was
I'm outside.
hunting for treasure. Shell went outside looking for signs of the hag. Tap is
Out.
where?
Stairs. I was on the second floor. Remember, I was searching her.
Okay. Got it. And Jensen?
I'm pretty much headed outside. Last I knew, I was going to be going out to try to look for the witch.
Okay, so you can also make a perception check. Kiva, with your investigation of 12, you actually do find a little bit of treasure on the third floor, which was where you kind of had that big fight with them. In their beds, in the mattresses, you find that there are some pieces of cheap jewelry stuffed into moldy straw mattresses.
I will, I'll pocket that.
Okay. I will add it to your loot sheet.
How much was it again?
6 pieces of cheap jewelry. You don't remember? Oh,
Sorry
there
for
it
the
is.
click.
Character loot. I found it. You guys have a lot of loot that you're carrying on you.
Yeah. Well, the town we go to doesn't quite like us, so every town.
We have nowhere to pretty much call home, so we have to drag it all with us.
Hey, we do now.
Nightfall is approaching. Actually, wasn't it already slightly after dark when you got here? Am I remembering that correctly?
It was evening.
It was dark because lighting was an issue as we were approaching the place.
Right, I remember now. Okay. So it's getting quite dark out here, but Jensen, with your natural 20 for a result of 19, you don't see any signs of Morgantha.
Damn, that would have been cool if we could have used that heartstone.
I tried.
That's no good. Alright, well then if I'm doing that and I'm not finding it, then I'm going to the horses too.
Okay. And Vidna, you get there first. It'll be a couple minutes before Jensen catches up, since he was obviously kind of looking around, searching for tracks, broken branches, signs of, some sign of her passage. When you get to the horses, they seem a little freaked out. Like, Ismark is tugging on the reins of one, trying to keep it calm as it's rearing up, kind of bucking at the air. Not bucking, kicking at the air. Bucking his back legs, right? As he sees you, he looks visibly relieved. Vidna, good. Where's everyone else?
Might be an audio issue.
Okay, yeah. You hear me? Good?
I can hear
Hear
you.
you now.
Cannot see you, but can hear you.
You can't see me.
Yep.
Your camera is really, really high.
You're short.
Sorry. They're still inside. One of the hags got away though. She went ethereal and she's gone.
What is ethereal?
Oh, it's like kind of like another existence next to ours, like another dimension, but we can't see it.
And they can prey upon us from this ethereal?
Yeah, I think that's what they were doing to Kiva. How they were doing it.
That makes sense. And about this time, Jensen, you've started heading toward the horses.
Can I try to assist him in calming these horses?
Yeah, go ahead and make a handle animal check. With advantage, since technically he'd be assisting you. 21?
I got 21, yep.
Okay. The two of you are able to pacify the horses. They still seem nervous, but they're not acting out so much anymore. Breathing heavily, snorting.
None are
But-
missing, right?
No, both of the horses are there.
Okay.
And about the time you've got them calmed, Jensen, you approach out of the darkness.
Alright. I'll give a look to Ismark and be like, oh, looks like this worked out quite nicely. Thank you for keeping the horses safe.
Sounds like I might have been better served. I might have better served in the old bone grinder with you.
No, I don't know about that. That place was pretty tight. We couldn't barely fit up where we were fighting. If we had one more body, it would be even messier. There really wasn't much you could do.
Well, what happens now?
Now we take advantage of the horses and get hauling. We gotta find where that witch went.
In the dark.
We can't. She's gone. We have no way to track her when she's in that other plane. I had to guess.
Out of character, what condition was she in when she went ethereal? I can't remember.
I'm going to have to check. I don't actually know.
Had we beat the crap out of her? Was she missing limbs?
She was like one hit.
Was she?
Dead. Yeah, you said.
No, I thought that was the other one. I think she was more or less... Well, let's see. Her token's
Said
still on
she
the
was
GM
like-
layer.
Oh, so she's still here.
Well, yeah, I mean, if we beat her down to where she could be ethereal, but she's probably not going to be very.
She
bad.
was bloodied up, but not within an inch of her life. She was wounded, but not badly.
Okay.
And here I can do this.
I have no way
Like,
to
give
track
people
her.
something nice to look at.
So
Where's Kiva?
in the bone grinder, I think. Still.
I went to burn it down.
Oh.
As I'm like pocketing some jewelry, like in my like bra or something.
Well, technically, you're not around them. You're inside with Chell and Tap, or maybe they're not inside, but you're at the.
Okay, they're
windmill.
out and
I'm
away.
just
so,
kind of like sitting on the porch, short resting.
having an iced tea.
I'll probably say it to Sheldon as I'm like walking out. I want to burn it down.
But it's made out of stone.
Yeah, stone and wood, but yeah, it probably wouldn't burn well.
The wood will burn.
But don't you think it'd be cool if we could stash some stuff in here and use this, maybe?
Why not go to what was it? What the great place? The vine.
The Great Escape.
I hope it's still there.
The winery. There we
Yeah.
go.
We definitely need to go there.
Hmm.
Hey,
Let's get
Kiva.
a rest. Duh.
She totally saw me. Morgantha did.
That seemed like issue.
Yeah. Like, what are we going to do about that? I don't
How
know
much
what to
does
do.
Kiva know about the hat? What do like
You
the
know-
whole touching thing?
I mean, you know the gist of how it works. You know that if you put it on and you're attuned to it, you can take on the shape and face of anything close to your size.
Would Kiva know about if you touch it, you get the saving check,
What?
like to see through the illusion that hey, this is an illusion.
It's not if you
Um,
touch it. It's just like if you are
No,
like.
touch you, not the hat.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is true.
I don't think
like-
it's if anyone touches me. It's just like if.
If like a halfling puts it on and pretends to be a human, they'll look like a human, but if somebody like reaches right through their face, the hand would go right through.
And then
Um,
they make a check.
Well, no, then they probably wouldn't make a check. They would just notice. But
Okay.
in the case of someone like you, who's more of a comparable size, they are entitled to a check to, if they touch you, just to see if they notice something funny about it, something that doesn't quite match up. Kiva, you can make. Actually, you know what? That's up to you because it's kind of a common sense thing. It's up to you if you think Kiva would know that or not. I don't think that'd be a knowledge check.
No, I don't think Kiva would.
Okay.
Neither would I, honestly. I don't know anything about magic.
Okay, never mind. I had a thought, but I forgot it.
Oh,
I'm very
Yes.
tired.
it's been stressing.
I'm gonna just
Stressing
wipe
time.
some blood off me.
Do you want to sit right here and wait for the others to come back? Take a knee for a second.
You guys hear that?
A little bit.
Let me switch.
Somebody
mics.
getting their teeth done?
What? I didn't hear anything. Okay. Well then, Jensen and Vidna, you wanted to bring the horses back to the windmill?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll bring them closer just because we need to kind of get everybody together to figure out what we're doing next.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you draw near to the windmill once again, and you find Chell once again looking as Irina, or did you not put it back on?
Yeah, I put it back on.
Okay. You find Irina sitting glumly in front of the windmill.
What's with the long face?
I'll pat her shoulder.
What do you mean? Are you?
Make a perception check.
Who, me?
No, Kiva. See if she notices her hand kinda.
Oh,
12.
15.
Oh. Oh no, she's
Never mind.
exhausted. 12. You don't actually notice that there's a tiny bit of offness. I don't know what the word would be. Distortion. A tiny bit of distortion between where your hand is and where it should be based on your touch. So now it is just Tap inside, correct? Kiva, you're outside?
Yeah, I mean, either are you?
I think everybody's outside
Yeah,
except
we're
Tap.
outside hanging out.
Yep.
You wanted to do the thing?
Yeah, I did it.
Okay. Tap. As well, okay. The rest of you, before Tap appears, you start to notice a little bit of smoke wafting out of the upper floor windows.
Did someone leave something the oven or something?
Yeah, the hags did.
Is it
Alright.
Gonna
this
look
place-
behind me through the doorway.
Tap is slowly descending the stairs to the ground floor. Smoke is kind of billowing down the stairs from where he came from.
Tap, did you light this place on fire?
I didn't think it was 420 yet.
No. There was a spark in the corner.
Tap, where are we gonna stay the night now?
Not here.
We need some shelter. I mean, unless you want to be running around at night.
Nobody's coming back here. This place is horrible. Burned kids. Destroyed them. Killed them.
Fair enough.
Flames begin to lick at the ceiling. You can.
God dang, Tap, I was having a short rest here.
Well, I'll build you a lean-to.
I'll go put out the fire.
No, sister, just let it go.
There was like a little cool place behind this windmill, wasn't there?
Pile of
There is.
The ravens were hanging out there last time we were here. Maybe it's a little bit safe, I don't know.
Yeah, that's where Tap went last time. He went digging around behind it.
There
I
are
remember-
4 ancient stones behind the windmill,
Yeah, one of the Vistani was talking about them.
covered in moss, with crude carvings on each of them.
Honestly, I assumed they were gravestones.
One of the Vistani I was talking to said this was like a really ancient spot. Like it was here before, like for a really long time, like before or something. I don't know.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
It's something like it was here before the Dark Lord took over.
The fire is beginning to burn in earnest now. You can see it flickering out of the upper windows.
Wait, didn't Kiva say she was going to go up and pee on it?
I think Vidna said no.
Oh.
Unless you wanted to do it anyway.
I got the treasure.
We don't really pee on things. Well, it's not.
I
how it
mean-
works.
I would, but it wouldn't be very good. I'd pee on myself.
Yeah, I mean, we can't just pee on things, you know.
I mostly mean douse the flames.
If anybody wants to come with me, I'll go investigate like the area. Kind of like stand up and stretch.
I like.
Look again. I can't even do it.
I'll stand up too. Just be like, well, my back's hot now. I guess I'm gonna go over here.
You don't like heat?
It's like we're on the beach.
No.
This is warm.
A burning piece of wood falls from the ceiling, just landing on the floor in the straw. The ground
right.
floor very
Okay.
quickly.
Okay, that's
Then
Sorry,
flame.
Kiva. I think we need to get away from this. It's probably going to tumble down and kill us if we stay here.
Not only
That's a
that,
good
but
idea.
it's going to attract attention.
Mhm.
That too. Why is this place on fire, by the way? I don't remember fireballs blowing anything up.
I'm sorry, I thought you put it together. It was Tap.
Yeah.
Tap, what did you do?
They told me not to play with matches, but I did.
You set this place on fire.
No, it was the stove. It was unmanned. It was not dependable.
All right, the stove is on the ground floor and the fire's on the second floor. I don't think it works like that.
Well, it came down and it went up and then came down.
Tap,
So,
you're not doing it. Come on.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on?
here, watch
Where's
this.
the house on fire? Let's go. Can we go do something else now?
All right, well, we got to get away from here anyway. I'll have words with you later.
I like words.
I hope so. They're going to be
Another
strong
thing.
ones.
There is a light rain coming down. I don't know if you guys remember that. I had mentioned there's a cold rain.
Well, we're gonna take this discussion away from the burning.
Yeah.
Bone Granger.
Yes.
Should we shift to the giant creepy green stones, or should we try to find some other cover?
I'll go investigate the moss-covered stones with Kiva
Okay.
and anyone
So-
else who wants to go.
I'll go with them.
Okay. So the rest of you have to kind of rush to catch up with Kiva, who's marching down the back of the hill toward 4 giant megaliths, like Stonehenge-sized rocks set into the grass. Each of these moss-covered stones bears a crude carving of a city. One city is shown covered with snow. Another is arrayed with flowers. The third stone depicts a city with a sunburst overhead. And the fourth city is shrouded in leaves.
4 seasons.
I don't remember that being there before.
I don't remember that either. Because they're not gravestones.
Is there anything on the stone?
I would like to.
Well, they're about 12 feet tall. You'd have to climb up, and it's pretty smooth, but you could easily, get handhold on some of the moss if you dare. So it's up to you. Do you want to try climbing up to the top?
Does it look like there's anything on the top?
From down below, it's pretty hard to tell.
I'll
If
try
so,
climb-
it would be small.
I'll try climbing up on, I guess. Just to see if I can see them top.
Okay. One thing, before you do that, the one thing I want to mention is that there is a pile of tiny little human teeth in the center of the stone circle.
I know.
But I think you guys remembered that.
Yeah,
so go ahead and make an athletics check to climb up.
There was nothing underneath. So remember, I put my hand in there to
Yep.
find it. Okay. Making sure. Okay, athletics, you said?
Mm-hmm.
6.
So a natural fumble.
Yeah.
You start climbing. It's going well. You're almost to the top, and then the moss that you're hanging on just kind of tears right off, and you tumble, landing hard in the grass and mud.
Oh, tap.
Let me light this
As
up.
you do, there's a rumble of thunder overhead.
You know what? I'm going to get up. I'm going to stomp to the next stone. I'm going to try to climb up that one. You guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I was
Oh,
slightly
just went
distracted.
silent.
Okay. Go ahead and
Okay.
try a different athletics check.
All right. 10.
10. Once again, you can't really get a good handhold. There's no tumble, no fall on your butt in mud this time. You just can't really get a good handhold.
Tap, what are you doing?
I'm trying to see if there's something at the top.
Do you want some help?
Yes, please.
Skill checks count as ability checks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will put my hand on his shoulder and cast guidance on him.
Okay. That's a prayer to Pelor.
Yes. Paylor, please guide him so he doesn't fall on his butt again.
Okay. With Vidna praying for you, Tap, go ahead and make another athletics check. And you may add a d4 to this one.
Ooh. 15.
A D4.
A D.
Oh, I got to
A
add.
D4,
Yeah,
not
you got to
4.
roll it.
Oh,
Hopefully you get 4.
hopefully. 4.
Nice.
15.
Bam.
Okay. 15. You actually are able to climb to the top of which season did you want to climb to, by the way?
Let's go. I don't know. What do you think, guys? I've asked you guys before I did it.
Summer.
Well, my
Summer.
favorite is spring.
Spring. I climb.
Okay.
Fuck.
You scamper to the top of the spring megalith. You find the top to be bare. Though, from up here, on top of the winter, you can see the partially consumed remnants of a dream pastry. And across the stone circle from you.
That's it. Just a pastry up there,
Partially picked apart.
like
And
a
it
crow
looks-
or like Raven did it.
It looks totally ruined. Like it's been rained on a couple of times.
I'm gonna actually slide down, and I'm gonna try to climb up the winter. The pastry.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check. As Tap is doing this, what are
Hold
others?
on. I'll give him guidance again.
I'd like to just inspect the winter one, like, closely. I want to get up to it and study the
I don't
art-
need it.
the painting or whatever it is. Not the painting,
Oh,
but
you
the,
have it anyway.
The carving?
yeah, the carving.
I still.
Okay. So, kind of tilting your head to the side as Tap climbs up past you. Monkey, like, scurrying up to the top. Much more confidence this time.
25.
Oh, I'll get to you. Taking it in, you can see that the city depicted is surprisingly detailed for a crude stone carving. Like, there are tiny windows on each of the buildings. You can actually make out, like, it's clear the artist wasn't just making shit up. They were likely carving a specific picture in mind. Everything is
Right.
very planned. It looks very almost too detailed to be some crude drawing.
Do I happen to recognize any of the structures?
Go ahead and make a religion check. And this being you, make it with advantage, please.
Same thing. 10.
10.
Yeah.
It feels familiar to you, like you've seen it before, but you can't place it.
Do any of you guys recognize this city? It looks familiar.
Can
Do
we
I
all
recognize-
roll, or what do we do?
I'll take a look.
You, if you want to, you can. Yeah, you're not allowed to assist on knowledge checks, but I do allow any of you who want to attempt it if you think there's a chance you'd know. Though none of the rest of you would have advantage on this one.
What would we roll for a knowledge check? Just
This would be religion.
oh, that's right.
I got a 17.
Okay.
2 9s. That's 99.
So, Vidna, you do recognize this city. You can't really remember the name of it, but it's oh, I see. It's an extra planar city. It's supposed to be some holy city to some god or goddess.
Oh.
That's about the most you can tell. Tap, yes, 25. You did climb up to the top. The dream pastry is there, getting ruined, water soaked. There's something green growing in it.
Yes. Can I stick my finger in there and figure out what's growing?
I have no idea what he said.
What that thing
He
growing?
wants to stick his finger in there and figure out what it's made from. Is that correct?
What's growing in it? That green.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you go ahead and make an investigation check?
He is going to give the pastry a wet willy.
Yes.
Wow.
Right, here. 13.
Unlucky
13?
13.
You're reasonably confident that is mold.
You've discovered penicillin.
Hey guys, I just discovered some penicillin. I'm gonna take the pastry and I'm just gonna push it off the you know what I mean, just on the ground.
Yeah. Like it kind of disintegrates a little bit as you push it, like it breaks apart and you just kind of more scoop it off the end. And it kind of plops into the mud below.
Now on another note, do I see, I know it's kind of dark out and stuff, but do I see anything like around other than on top of the
Make a perception check.
$11.
Mm-mm. It's too dark and rainy.
I'm gonna slide down and join the group.
Okay.
Chell. I mean, rest in peace, Chell. Irina.
I mean, yes.
This is some sort of holy city, not of this world. I don't know the name though.
It just looks really familiar.
Yes, to me too.
Perhaps Father Donovich would have known.
Perhaps.
Oh, way to bring him up.
I would imagine Velaki and Kresk have their own priests. Perhaps.
Kresk, yes.
Can I move the teeth to see if there's like stone underneath? Or
Oh, yeah.
any markings?
Yeah. You scatter the teeth a bit, and you find that there is stone underneath, but more like the stone set into the ground, like what you'd find in a garden, you know? It's a circular stone platform, but it's only like an inch higher than the ground.
Is it like flagstone?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my shovel, and I am gonna just start scooping all the teeth off of it.
The way you say shovel just makes me quiver.
Bill Draft, where you at?
Dead. Probably.
Thanks
for letting me help him, guys.
See Chell's inventory for details. It only takes you a few seconds to clear all the teeth off. Though the teeth do seem like they were deliberately placed. You're not really sure. The pattern doesn't look like anything in particular, but it does seem like they were placed very deliberately.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. As Barbarian just shovels them off.
It's like, oh, this looks interesting.
Yeah.
You know, I was deliberately trying not to mess anything up, but I feel like I just did. So, is there?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was still thinking of my question.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm just gonna sit down again and finish my short rest.
It is raining on you. It's a very uncomfortable short rest, but if you guys want, you guys can all take a short rest.
All right.
Why? Okay.
Need a long rest.
I don't know, we're all standing here, so I sat down.
Tap's gonna take his jacket off and kind of chill.
Guys, what?
Or Irene.
I'm not.
What's Vidna?
Rest in peace, Chell.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, remember, you don't have to protect me. Tap.
Do you guys have an idea of what you want to do now?
Guys,
Leave.
How
you all saw... I just want to make sure you all saw what happened, right? Like, well, Ismark didn't.
I did.
There is more?
Yeah.
The hag saw things that she shouldn't have seen.
What did she see?
She saw me.
She saw Irina.
Mimi.
For who she really was.
That seems careless.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not exactly part of our plan.
it was careless. I got sloppy.
It's almost like something dark was interfering and made it happen.
I'm sure that something dark had perfectly good reasons.
There's a lot of dark things
He doesn't say that.
I don't know if it's pointless to keep this up anymore. I don't know if we should come up with a new plan. I don't know if we need to rush back somewhere right now. And go somewhere else. I don't know what to do right now.
Well, if the witch gets all the way to Strahd, tells him all our lovely juicy details, he's going to do one of two things. Well, one of three things. He's either going to sit on his butt and watch us run around and laugh. He's going to rush to you know where to mess with you know who, or at least
He
Yeah.
doesn't. He doesn't know.
He doesn't.
Well, where?
Strahd has eyes everywhere. You guys know that.
Well, then there was no point to doing any of this.
Point taken. Probably not. And at the third, he's coming here.
I don't think we should stay here.
So where do we go? It's the
Do
middle
we-
of the night, it's raining, we're
You
wet,
guys
tired, and Kiva
remember-
really needs a nap.
Do you remember that gravesite we found?
You want to rest there?
I want to go there. We don't
You
have
mean-
rest.
You want to get the tome. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Yes. I think this is the closest we're going to be to it for some time.
Yeah.
That's a long way. We gotta go through his front yard.
I'm
I
just.
know.
I'm worried.
That's why-
now, you know.
If we are going to go past his castle, perhaps it is better to do it before the witch can speak with him.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, that means we'll have to travel at night.
We have horses.
True. But there's only 2 of them, and there's 6 of us.
Perhaps some of us should go to the you-know-where while the rest go to fetch this book.
We're not splitting
Oh,
up.
you're proposing splitting the group? Oh, that's not gonna go well.
And what do you propose?
Me?
We go get it. Quickly.
Well, there's always the Amber
Random.
Temple, and there's also that happy little house that has a nice sword I've been looking for.
The Amber Temple.
The what? What the heck is that?
The Amber
That
Temple.
is not a good place.
Are you familiar with it? I was talking to a bunch of elves, and they seem to be getting a bit of the old short end of the stick in life. They're talking
know.
about the fact that the Amber Temple would really benefit them, and it's got all kinds of stuff we might be able to use in our little plight.
I know only the stories that my people tell.
Oh,
It is a bad place. A deadly place.
they can't elaborate, or
I do not know. I never paid much mind to it.
Also think
Don't go there.
we're not close to it.
no, we're nowhere near it.
What? What is this, and what does it have anything to do with us for?
Did you just hear anything I just said?
What's that got to do with us?
Did you hear the part where I said that it was loaded up with stuff we could use in our little
What?
fight?
What stuff we could use? We're looking for 3 specific things, and then we're
Alright.
looking to protect someone. That's
Alright.
what else are we? What else is there to do?
Gear up a little more.
I think he's saying one of the things is there. Is that what you're
There's
saying?
a good chance one of the things is there, and even if it isn't, we
That's
are a
not-
little shy on silver and magical weaponry.
That's not what Madam
Something we're
Ava
gonna
said.
do. I don't give a crap about what Madam Ava said.
Okay, then why are we going for the tome if you don't give a crap?
I didn't suggest that now, did I?
Me and Tap want to go for the tome.
Guys, if I know you guys will hate me or something, but I can take one of the horses. I'll ride as fast as I can to get the tome, and then come back.
No.
No, Tap.
He's not gonna go after me. We already know.
He already had you.
So
As
why would he
much
hurt?
as I hesitate to bring this up, if there is anyone out of all of us who the devil will not plague, it is a Vistana.
We don't.
Okay.
I don't think we should split up.
We don't know any Vistana.
Can you ping on the map where the tomb was again? I have a general idea. I just need a reminder.
The tome, as far now, I can't tell you where the tome is. Nice try.
I mean, like,
I
the
can tell you
general location
where
we're
you
told.
guys are suspecting
Right
that
Yeah.
is right
Yeah.
here.
Okay, that's what I meant. You know what I meant.
Can you ping it again?
How about I do this?
Yeah,
It's at
so
F.
pretty much that
As far as you know, the crossroads where that cemetery was is at F.
yeah, the
Okay.
whole like why that's between like life and death, two worlds, blah blah blah, where I saw myself hanging and it got kind of freaky. Yeah, that's where we're suspecting that it is, which puts us backtracking quite a ways.
Jensen and I sucked at searching.
I do not
Yeah.
trust. I do not trust the word of a Vistana. But if you believe that there is something there that can fight the devil, I'm not sure that we can afford not to look.
I don't know if it can literally fight the devil, but it would have at least information. I think.
Definitely need to go get it. I'm just.
Do you believe that this prophecy, this Vistana magic, is worth this risk?
I do.
That's what I'm questioning too. It's like, I don't know if we need to go back and do something else because one of our plans is about to get compromised, or if we need to just go for the tome. You know what I mean? I don't want to say.
If you're
specifically.
talking about going to get that little book, you'll remember that very shortly after we left there, we ran into Madame, whatever her name was, and she told you all that hoodoo magic that you're following. We could stop by. You could have a nice chat with her. Have some food. Fish some fish. Ask her and verify. Maybe have her take a eye test. It's right by it.
Cannonball?
Cannibal? Oh, if you want to go swim, good luck with that one.
I got Kiva.
True, he did cannonball you. I saw it. He got you good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
He
don't
was
lie to
drunk
me,
at the
little
time.
naked Kiva.
Wait, what?
Little
You saw my sister naked?
Big
and
boy,
taller
yeah.
than you.
I know.
Here, I thought you had eyes only for my sister.
Yeah.
do.
Kiva.
No,
My
it's not
sister?
like that. She tried to wrestle me naked, and I was like fighting her off.
There's only one reason to
Right.
wrestle naked.
I don't
I
think
was
that was
close.
wrestling, but I don't think that was a bit of a tumble.
I was
Yeah.
a decent man.
How do you know this naked wrestling? Who taught you?
I don't know
I saw it in the book.
what is going on right now.
As much as your antics are refreshing on brighter days, perhaps right now there are more dire things at stake.
And buzzkill.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to his mark and just like put my arms around him and put my head on him. Just be like, there, brother. There.
He doesn't smile.
I know he does.
So you guys think
Oh.
it's better to go for the tome than to go back to the tower, basically?
For
You're
now.
Hit the
closer
tomb.
to tomb, so we might as well go get tomb.
If you guys want, I can send message.
To who?
Someone who'd be listening.
It goes that far through all that stuff.
It can go through anything.
Oh.
The light of Palor guides it.
Let's find out what that distance is.
It's unlimited.
That is 5.3 miles away from you.
Oh. Okay.
Well, if you're going to do that, tell them
That's the spell. I'm not casting it yet. Just letting you know.
to be ready for anything.
Yeah, as long as you're familiar with them, I guess.
I could send messages to Strahd if I wanted to. Stop being a dick!
Wait a minute, does that mean you haven't been
Haven't been what?
sending messages to Strahd? We would never know.
I have to speak out loud.
Can we get going?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Do you want me to send message?
Yes.
It's your last. It's your last one, right?
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't. If I use this, I won't be able to cast Revivify. That means if someone were to go down, I wouldn't be able to get them back up.
Yorp. Everything has a sacrifice. Alright. With all things considered, we're going to be riding through the night in this mucking mess and we're going to need a rest. We may very well have to stop at that Vistani place just to have a semi-safe place to stay. At least according to the rest of you. I wouldn't do it, but...
No, we'll be okay.
Isn't that a couple days away?
What's on horseback?
Okay.
We're not all on horseback, though.
Then
I got a question. Is there any carts around by the grinder? Like, was there any carts that she or prize?
There was a cart inside on the ground floor.
I think it's Ashley,
cart
right? her wooden cart that she used to bring the pies out when we first met her was inside the bone grinder over near the oven. So I'm pretty sure right now it's getting.
Oh yeah, it's cinders.
Thank you
that
for
would have been
burning
good
the place down. Thank
to
you.
put on a horse so we could all ride in a.
We probably could have mounted it to the horses.
Okay. Get mad at the guy who burns the place down, but I was the one that thought. Alright.
Well, no. Maybe you did that on purpose to screw us over. Are you trying to slow us down?
Okay. Can we figure out what we're doing?
Let's go get the tome.
Let's just go as quick as we can.
We need to go now.
Mm-hmm.
So let's stop talking
Alright,
and go.
who's riding on horses?
I'm avoiding the horses.
Otherwise, our journey will be slower.
DM, what time
I
of
will
day
go.
is it?
I can move. I will run. I'll be fine.
At this point, it's about 9 o'clock at night.
Oh, God, this is not going to be good, guys. You sure you don't want to wait a
Very
few
good.
hours?
Weren't you
Let's
just
just do a
saying we
quick
have
rest.
to go?
In the middle of the night? What if there's wolves?
You were just in a hurry to get moving. Now you're saying maybe
I
not.
didn't realize it was 9 o'clock at night.
How do you not know what time it is?
I
Let's
don't
You're
see
very,
how.
Genzi, you're very argumentative today. I'm not sure what's going on. You okay? Do you need to pop a squat too?
No.
Hmm.
Do you
have
need
to
to
poop?
poop?
Do you need to poop?
Whoa.
Like,
Are you all hearing that?
All
I
right.
did.
It's fixed now.
Okay, that was weird. Now, I'm perfectly alright with my bodily functions and all, unless you want to watch or something, in which case, no, I don't.
No.
I'm gonna
I just don't trust you. Getting to the point where I don't know if I trust much of any of you.
What?
Why?
Everybody's
fuck?
been being kind of weird. Changing. This place. It's changing us all. And I don't like it.
It's called paranoia, Jensen.
You'll
They
get
Paranoia.
do
used to it.
stuff that in these blends.
I don't think paranoia made our healer turn black-eyed and lash out at her own people to try to protect her demonic brother.
Oh
Is that paranoia?
What was up with that?
Just
Vidna?
listen to me. It wouldn't have happened.
But what exactly happened? See, I don't like the idea of this place corrupting you. I really don't.
You made me angry.
Vidna, I've made you angry many times. You never do that.
Well, you never tried to kill my brother.
Would you do that? I'm your sister.
No.
So does this mean if
I'm
we
safe.
ever do anything that would piss you off because we're not agreeing with you or we're getting in your way, you're going to go demonic and try to kill us?
No?
See, this is why my trust is kind of waning. Don't know.
My friends, we
Hey.
must not turn on each other.
We can easily
Like,
turn on each other.
conversation be going as we're walking, though.
Yeah. Are we going or are we staying?
Yeah,
And
well, we need to
staying
know
on
who's
base?
mounting up. How are we doing this?
I'm
Are we-
mounting.
Are we
and I
going
can have
tonight?
A sidekick. Yes.
Hell yeah.
I will have
Guys.
my silver sword out, ready to fight.
Oh man, such a bad idea.
Aurora Caelum wasn't built with great minds.
Not the worst idea, though.
No, it's not our worst idea.
No, probably.
Wait, who's riding on horses?
I will take a horse, because exhaustion.
Yeah,
I
you're
can-
pretty beat, so I can understand that.
I can walk. For now.
You walk faster than the horses do.
Yeah,
That's why I can walk.
I'll dance.
I will just walk quickly.
Tap can ride a horse with me.
I guess, in case she falls off and falls asleep.
And so perhaps you should take the other horse. Your armor seems to weigh you down.
I'm perfectly okay with that. I'm used to riding on horses anyway, so if something bad goes on, I can make sure it doesn't go crazy. Plus, one of them horses is holding a fair amount of money.
I apologize, but I shall be right back.
Well,
So Kiva,
as you said it.
Kiva, Tap, and Jensen on the horse. Everyone and Ashley is marking Chell, or not Ashley, but
My name is Ashley now.
the rest of us walking.
Is that horse going to be able to handle Kiva and myself? I'm not a
Yeah,
big
it
guy.
should.
Okay, I'm not a big guy.
You're pretty light.
How far away do I need to stay away from the horses?
Probably 30, 40 feet.
Oh, God. Okay.
Come on,
Wait.
Vidna, let's come walk up here. We'll
Is
scout
Vidna,
ahead.
Vidna's cursed, right?
No, don't say that.
You know what? I'm gonna use the Heartstone
On Vidna?
on Vidna.
Okay. Nothing seems to happen.
Jump back on the horse.
What was that? What did that do?
That was
He
not.
just kind of tapped you with a little black gem.
Like that.
That,
Raise
Like
me
a calm tap.
that kind of tickled.
Vidna, would you like to scout ahead with me?
Yeah. Kiva taught me how to be sneaky.
Maybe I can show you some tips. I have a feeling Kiva ain't the best at that. In fact, I know that from the last time I scouted with her.
Hmm.
I am checking for random encounters every mile.
Oh God.
How many
We'll be
miles
fine.
away is it?
Okay. Before long, you come to a familiar sight, which I will tell you all about just as soon as I can find the page with the description. There it is.
Shatter.
The fog, the night fog, spills out of the forest around you, swallowing up the road ahead of you. Nearby, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are high stone buttresses looming gray in the fog. Immense iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. Two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence.
We're gonna crawl through the hole.
Oh, can the
I think
horses
we need to
fit
crawl,
through
do we?
Well, I shattered it. Only after you guys
Or
climbed it.
is it no longer shattered?
That's right. I forgot you did shatter these ones. Big chunks of the gate are missing and just twisted and broken like some terrible beast rent them asunder.
Oh, it was just Tam.
there?
Yeah,
Oh.
unfortunately, it's not big enough to put the horses through.
Mm-mm.
He'd have to shatter a larger chunk of it.
Is that true?
That is true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we had to do dex checks to climb through to make sure that we didn't get our armor ripped apart from the metal.
Jency had some
Yeah.
trouble getting through here last time.
Right.
It was
I
hilarious.
got a little beat up.
Well, we're just gonna have to let the
Better
horses.
more?
We can't tie them off. What if wolves come around?
How far travel?
I could try shattering it again. Bigger.
Big enough for a horse, though?
Maybe. I mean, if I shattered more of an open hole.
Horses are not worth the trouble.
Wait,
Considering that
haggled.
Kiva and Jensen are so slow on the road, perhaps it is worth the trouble.
Go shatter. Go and tap.
What do you guys think?
If you think you can make a big enough hole, I think it's worth it.
I'll give it a
I'll say
try.
try to make a hole and make what's there even bigger. If we can get through with the horses, we're better off.
All right, try to shatter it. I'm gonna pick a hole and try to shatter it even bigger.
I'm going to have you make just a straight intelligence check to try to pick the right spot where you can...
Guidance. Hey,
Okay.
level 19.
An intelligence check plus 1d4.
Okay, me back to where
It's
I
a
was on.
cantrip, so I'm going to use that as much as I can.
Actually,
You
tell you
said-
what, you can even do an arcana check. We'll let you do an arcana check.
Let's see what I got here. Yeah, try that.
Don't forget
Plus
to add your
D4.
d4.
Right now.
Mhm.
14.
You are really good with those d4s.
Weird. I know.
14. All right, you pick the best spot you can, and with a terrible grating shriek of metal, the bars explode, blasting metallic shrapnel outward. The horses rear up in a panic, screaming in terror.
I'm going to try to calm mine down.
Would have backed them up a bit since
I need-
they're afraid of me.
Jensen, Kiva, and Tap all to make animal handling checks. This is to stay mounted.
Oh no!
and
Oh no!
ground.
No! If Tap's doing that, he's getting off the horse.
It's
Oh
a little-
yeah, that's right. But I got 18 anyway, so.
Yeah, it's a little late for that though.
Animal handling.
Wait.
Jensen,
Oh, never
I
mind.
love it. I'm proficient with land vehicles like mounted horse and stuff like that, but I suck at animal.
land vehicle isn't actually a horse. It would be like a carriage or a cart or a wagon. Just
But you
straight up
said-
mounted is
You
animal
told me
handling.
horses were part of it.
I think it's horse and buggy. Now, hang on. Let me take a quick look.
The weird thing is the vehicle land is like a dexterity.
I did say though, if I was going to stay on, I was going to grab Kiva if she fell or she was
Okay.
falling.
You know what, Jensen? I will let you swap in a land vehicles roll instead of animal handling.
Probably won't matter, but hey, that seems a little more natural.
Okay. So, with regards to Kiva and Tap, the question is who was riding in front?
Kiva was, because I was behind her.
Okay. In that case, Kiva, I am giving you advantage, which counters your disadvantage. Unfortunately, that's still a 3. So Tap, you try to grab her, and the horse just stays up and like turns to the side a little bit. And in your effort to calm the horse and get it under control, you let go of your grasp on Kiva, and she slides right out of the saddle and hits the ground, landing hard on her back in the mud.
Ugh. Oh,
Jensen,
that's gonna
you
feel
stay
good.
mounted. Tap, you stay mounted.
Tap, what happened to catch him?
I can't do everything.
Obviously, he didn't have your back.
Looking at the gate, though, there is now a very wide hole in the bars, though there are jagged shards of metal that point inward, so it will require some care in navigating the horses through, lest they gash themselves on the jagged metal.
Do we have more if we get off and walk them through, like lead them through?
I might give you I will give the horses advantage on that.
I am not guiding anything.
Good at animal handling. Anybody? 'Cause I can't believe
Yeah, my animal handling is poop.
I'm at
Mine
negative man.
is
So
Mine
it
plus
actually doesn't
4.
require. This wouldn't be animal handling. This would just be straight up. The horses are going to roll dexterity saving throws
Oh,
as you move them through.
Okay.
I have decent wisdom.
Can I try casting mending on the jagged pieces to like smooth them over?
good one.
Good thought. Yes, I will allow that.
Okay, I go over there and do that.
You cast mending, and you can hear a deafening screech of metal grinding against metal as the bars reorient themselves. The sharp, jagged edges smoothing over, and in a few cases just breaking off, leaving smooth iron pipe. Or piece, I should say. Not pipe, but, you know.
There we go.
But it definitely causes kind of a cringe from everyone when it happens.
Nails on a chalkboard!
More like nails against an iron chalkboard, if you will. It's awful. It's the worst sound you've ever heard.
Did you guys hear that beautiful symphony?
Whoa.
I did not hear what you said.
Did you guys hear that beautiful symphony?
No.
I didn't hear symphony, but I heard something loud and it's going to get attention, so we should really get moving.
Yeah. Irina? You and I go in first, and then horses follow?
I'll go through.
As will...
For you, it's easy. You just step right through. It's like a doorway for you. The horses still are a little pressed, and you notice, like, at least once, one of the smoothed over pieces of metal kind of scrapes on one of the horse's sides, but it doesn't hurt it because it's not sharp anymore. More of just a poke. But the horses seem very distraught being this close to Vidna.
I go on ahead.
Yeah, we moved ahead. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get you guys moving again then.
Eva, are you back on
Here is 1 mile.
What time of night is it?
At this point, this is 3 miles that you, or no, this is 4 miles. So I don't know what speed, how many miles per hour a horse canters at, but we'll say it's been an hour.
Okay.
3 miles.
So we're approaching midnight.
Yes, you are.
Isn't typical walking speed somewhere around 3 miles an hour?
Yeah.
I'm assuming, though, that there's, well, keep in mind that you are also still moving at the speed that
No, I said I
Kel
move
and
fast.
Vidna, yes, but you're still not going to be moving at a horse canter.
I'll jog.
Isn't your, well, if you want to jog and try to keep up with a cantering horse for 4 miles,
I will.
It's not that
you're going to have to
far.
make a con save, and if you fail, you may gain some exhaustion.
Fine.
What? Exhaustion for 4 miles? Come on.
For someone who's not accustomed to running and who's trying to do all this, it's only stage 1 of exhaustion.
Yeah, it's fine. So a con check?
Save. Con save.
Oh, a save?
hmm
So.
And this
fine.
isn't just for the 4 miles, this is for going forward as well.
There you go.
Okay. That makes more sense, I guess.
What did I do?
19 is my total.
Oh, goody. As you ride through these hills, you can hear the distant hammering of water falling over the Sayre Falls. And something else. Something pierces the night.
Goody.
Black sunshine?
And you find that the night is shattered by the shriek of bats and the flapping of tiny black wings as suddenly they're upon you.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
This is why I wasn't going this way.
Swarms of bats descend upon you. Roll initiative.
Yay!
Is it Strahd? Since we killed his horse.
He wants to kill ours now.
He wasn't very thrilled about that.
A horse for a
Not.
I
horse.
can get rid of that.
I imagine not.
Well, no, I won't get rid of that. The bat swarms descend upon both of the horses.
There.
So the first one is going to attack Kiva. Oops, I forgot. I was going to set up some combat music. There we go.
That's true. I have an option.
What?
Good.
Sounds like aliens.
Nice music.
Well,
All right, the Mellotron.
don't look too closely at it. 7 does not hit Kiva. Tap. 9 to hit Tap. Of course, that's also not going to hit you. And Jensen, now watch, it's going to be like a natural 20.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh.
Nope. 7. So these bats just descend on all of you in a cloud, and they're flapping about. They're piercing little shrieks all around you, though none of them seem to be biting yet or actually harming you. But the horses freak out completely. App, at the start of your turn, I need you to make an animal handling check.
Okay. May do that first. So I can...
Vidna and Chell, remember you guys are 40 feet ahead.
Oh.
Why did I put this song in the playlist?
Or?
It matches.
Okay, Tap. Your horse completely loses its shit and bolts
Oh,
off
no.
the road, running right into the forest.
With me on it?
I don't think there's a forest around you right now, is there?
No, there isn't.
No, but with me on it?
Yes, with you and Kiva on it.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye.
It's running along the valley, kind of in this direction.
Did I choose to fall off?
Oh god, they're gonna run right over the falls.
And actually, I do need both of you to make strength saving throws to try to stay mounted if you want. You can willingly fail and instead do a dexterity saving throw to try to land without getting hurt.
I'm trying to stay mounted. So.
12.
Okay.
Ugh.
Kiva, you
fall anyways.
kind of fall off, and you roll once, but kind of come out of it in a crouch, whereas Tap, you get kicked by the horse as you hit the ground. You are prone, and you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage. But you may now take your turn, as the horse is just running for it to the southwest.
Bye.
Okay. All right. How close are all these? Because if we're both together, both horses were together, pretty much riding side by side.
Yep.
Are all 3 of these bats, bat clusters, right next to each other?
Kind of, yeah. Assume they're all overlapping in just a giant cloud of bats.
Okay. I've been trying to do this, so they're within 15 feet, basically, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I'm going to do Burning Hands.
Hey, that works out pretty good for you normally.
It does.
When
Maybe.
comes bats.
Don't do it because I've been rolling pretty crappy this time.
You want some real life dice? I can hook you up.
I'm just gonna do these. See what
She
happens.
knows a guy.
I'm your pusher, baby.
Okay.
Okay, so they get dexterity saving throws. There's all 3 of them. One of them fails, the other 2 succeed. So one of them takes 15 damage, the others take 7. And you notice that seems to disperse a little under half of all of the bats that are just engulfing you. And there's, assume, like 3,000 bats to start, so a little less than 1,500 bats. We'll say like 1,200 bats are dead.
There's still a lot of
As you
bats.
just
That's
point
a
your
lot,
hands up
yeah.
and flamethrower-like fire bursts from your hands, and for about 6 seconds straight, you're just blasting fire in streams up into the cloud of bats
Oh, I
before
hate
the
to do
fires
this,
died away.
but I was prone.
That actually would not affect this.
Okay. I'm just making sure I'm doing that right.
Mhm.
I was
So
like,
you can get to your feet like as you're doing it and continue blasting fire.
Okay.
That'll use half your movement though.
And then, so which bats are more together? The bats close to me, or Sterling? Or
I mean, they're all kind of overlapping each other. You might as well think of it as like one big swarm, just that has 3 turns.
okay.
If that makes sense.
So if I move, will it provoke from them?
Yes.
Okay. I'm actually gonna. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just. That's
So
it.
getting up from prone will not provoke.
Okay. All right. I guess I'm up, and I'm just gonna
Okay.
burn them up. That's it.
Kind of going Batman now with bats just whirling all around you, standing in the midst of them. Kiva, you also hit the ground, though you were not knocked prone and you didn't get kicked by the horse as it's running away. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna start slicing some bats.
Okay. Now, you do recall from your time in Volaki that your weapons didn't seem very effective against swarms.
Well, I don't know what to do, so Silver Short it is.
Okay.
That is a natural 1.
You try to swing, and a bat like hits your arm in just the right way and almost knocks the sword from your hand. You don't quite drop it, but you fumble with it just a little bit, and you realize you are just sheer exhausted. You can barely stand. You're so tired. And you feel like this is not going well. You do get your second attack, though.
Ready, we'll try again. 15.
15 will hit for 5 piercing damage, which is reduced to 2, and 3 radiant. So you do 5 damage.
What's the radiant from?
Your barbarian class feature. Oh, no, that 3 is not the radiant. That's just your rage damage. Get rid of that.
I don't know how.
Okay, for now, just ignore that.
But
don't
I will do radiant. And
Don't you have to be raging to do that, though? I just remembered.
My smite?
No, not your smite. You don't have... What are you talking about, smite? You don't smite things.
Yes,
I have
do.
smite.
You're a barbarian.
Yeah, Pat's
Talking about that radiant thing that she does sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I thought you had to be raging to use that. Let me
I have Searing Smite and Branding Smite.
How the hell do you have that? Well, not that. Not that. Those are actions. You had a class feature.
Oh, I can't just...
Divine Fury. Nope. Those are different from like a paladin smite. Those are actual spells.
Oh, I would have done that. Okay, never mind.
Well, Divine Fury is what I was thinking of, and you do indeed have to be raging.
Oh. That's fine.
Okay.
I thought
So
I'd
you
be
swing.
Like and be able to do Searing Smite that way, but never mind.
You do 2 damage total.
I hit 1, Vidna!
So you cut a few bats, like you're swinging as hard as you can. It's just not very effective.
Good job, Keith.
Jensen. Jensen, I actually at this point need you to make. Wait.
Yeah,
you
I'm still.
did roll.
What?
Didn't you roll? No. You also have to make a strength saving throw if you want to hang on, or a dex saving throw if you want to just willingly fall off the horse and try to land.
I'll do strength just because there's not a whole hell lot I can do against these guys.
Okay. So you're trying to stay on the horse.
Yeah. Wow.
You guys
I
are
have a
killing me.
mulligan?
That was a 6 for those of you watching at home. You also get thrown from your horse.
Whee!
Bye, horses.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are prone.
Worked really hard to keep those horses.
I shattered.
Only to walk into this guy's front yard and lose him in like a second.
I mean, you could try to, if you've got any like charm animal spells, or if you want to try to track them down, you could definitely still save them and keep them. Like, don't feel like I'm just taking them away from you guys.
At this point, I would expect that when we finally find them, they'll be half eaten by wolves, and they'll be like were horses, and they'll try to kill us. So, bye. All right. Well, am I able to at least stand up at this point, or am I just stuck prone until next turn?
I would stand up.
You can stand up. It's half your movement to stand up from prone.
All right. Well, I'm not going anywhere else, so I am going to stand up
Okay.
and pretty much take a defensive position. So I'll probably just go into Tunnel Fighter and try not to get my ass kicked.
Tunnel Fighter, I think, is a bonus action, and then you want to take the dodge action?
Yeah.
Okay. That'll do. Vidna.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay, I'm gonna zap the bats with the holy light of Payward.
Okay.
I
And
expect nothing less.
by that I mean sacred flame.
Yes.
I'm like 30 feet away from him, right?
You'd have to move 10 feet, but you can get there.
No, I mean, I don't need to.
Well, you're 40 feet away.
That's fine.
Wait, are you gonna cast the sun?
Well, no.
Okay, dex save. 14. They fail and take 3 radiant damage. As you pray to Paylor, and holy light sears through the cloud of bats, just sending hundreds of them scattering out into the night.
I will move a little bit, like 20 feet closer.
Okay. Tell. I mean, Irina.
I hate these horses. But I'm gonna go try to get one. Since I'm
Which one?
fast. Whatever one I realistically can get to.
Really either one, especially at your speed. So
Then
it's
let's
just Jensen's or Taps.
Let's go with Namira. Namira. I'm going for Namira.
Okay.
Whoever was riding Namira, that's who I'm going for.
Hell if I know.
So I'm going to have you go ahead and make an animal handling check as you run after this horse who's just bolting.
Well, I'm not that bad at that.
And this is the kind of thing only a monk can do, I would like to note. Run as fast or faster than a horse.
18.
18. Okay, so you run along this horse, like speaking calmingly to it, soothing it,
I'm like,
kind of
"Come,
grab
come,
it, and it's like starts to slow as you catch hold of the reins and bring it to like a halt.
come." No. It's okay. I'll pet it and try to pet it and try to calm it down.
It
It's okay.
seems to be calming.
I got you. It's okay. I love you. It's okay.
Did you want to do anything with your bonus action?
Can I spiritual weapon the bats? Probably not from here.
Let's see. You'd be about 50 feet away from that. What's the range on spiritual weapon? I think it's 30 feet.
It is 60 feet. It's 60 feet.
Okay, so you know what to do.
Wish I had longsword. Bam.
You wish you had a longsword, and suddenly a spectral longsword bursts from your stomach, tearing out in a splash of blood and gore that fades as like the illusion that it is, and the spectral sword remains and flies rapidly toward the bats.
Hopefully that didn't spook the horse.
20 will hit.
Well, I don't think we can actually see that. I think only you see it.
Oh, yeah, everyone can see my spiritual weapon.
Well, when it
actually-
bursts out of you.
Oh.
Yeah, that only you see. To everyone else, they just kind of see this sword materialize about a second after it appears.
Okay. And I'm gonna use movement too. Actually. Well, I probably can't use movement now. Can I get on the horse?
I'll give you that one. You can
All right.
you can climb up onto the horse.
I'll get on the horse then.
Ismark, being he's a foolish man.
No, he's not.
He kind of is.
I don't know.
He
sometimes
seems
people
overcautious in
to
most.
us.
He's a sweet,
I'm
simple
gonna try to
soul.
catch the other horse.
Oh, he is a wonderful, brilliant man.
In this case, though, I'm gonna have him make an athletics check to try to sprint after the horse and maybe catch up to it.
Nope.
And
Aw.
he just can't quite catch that horse. He runs after it.
Aw, he's so cute when he's running fast and he can't catch up to things.
Little guy.
Fortunate. Well, the bats are up. And the bats continue to pester Kiva and Tap.
Ooh.
Wait, Jensen, also, you didn't move either, did you?
No, I stood up.
Okay. So this one is against Tap.
No.
6 does not hit you. Against Kiva, we have A 7 to hit. What is going on
See, now you're gonna roll a 20.
against Jensen? A natural 1. What the
Sweet.
hell is happening right now?
Stupid, weak ass bats.
I'll just let you know, one
I
does
mean-
not hit me.
They're just. Oh, gee, thanks. I mean, they sure scared the hell out of your horses.
I'm not on one, so whatever.
Tap.
All right, I am going to. So, are all 3 of them still alive?
Yep. Though
Okay.
one of them is below. Actually, 2 of them are below half. I'm sorry. Kiva, that should have been less than half against you. I can re-roll it if you want.
In less than half.
Okay, I'm gonna target the 2. Like the ones that look like they're struggling, and I'm gonna hit them. I'm gonna hit one with one Eldritch Blast, then the other one with the other Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Here's my first roll, which is 22.
That will hit.
Right. 13 force.
You fire a giant beam of crimson red energy from your hand, and it just blows through hundreds of bats, and the rest just disperse. One of the bat swarms is gone.
And the second one, 19.
19 will hit.
And for 6.
6 damage. That swarm is decimated, but still present. There are still maybe 300 bats just flying around in that group. I mean, it's all still one group, but, you know.
And I'm going to stay right here.
Love this music.
Every now and again, I'll stop and just listen to it and realize, oh my god, this is still playing.
It's like so goofy.
Can't do anything about it now.
This one slipped under the radar.
I like
I
it.
wouldn't count on it being around much
Do
longer.
you think, chat? Do you like the music?
Kiva,
I like it.
I'm going to keep swinging because I cannot rage.
Go, Kiva.
Just keep swinging, just keep
keep
swinging.
swinging.
What do we do when we're swarmed by bats?
That's good for a
Yeah.
bard, or for a barbarian.
So I'm just gonna drop the sword and like whoosh,
wait, you're gonna what?
Ooh.
whoosh with the great axe.
Oh, geez. Well, 22. Though don't forget, you can still reckless attack. Not that it would help you here. It would just turn it into a regular roll, but be aware. That will hit for 13 slashing damage, reduced to 6. You start swinging this mighty axe through the air, cutting through bats. Everywhere you swing, bats fly high and low to avoid the blade. You're cutting through a lot of them. The swarm seems much diminished at this point.
14.
14 will still hit
Yes.
for another 4 damage. Let's find out which one. That's against the second one. Okay. It seems to be having an effect. These bats don't seem like they're very determined to murder you all so much as they're just pestering you.
Inconvenient.
That's weird.
How strange.
Jensen.
Sounds like that's a whole bunch of inconvenient tooths. Aren't they attacking me? There's 3 swarms.
2 now. But yes.
Oh, Kevin McLeod, I love you.
They're not attacking me? What's going on?
No, they are.
Oh, you didn't roll?
I did. They missed. That was
Yeah.
that nat 1 earlier, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, never mind.
Jensen.
Get with it or no. I'm tired of this day. There's not really a whole lot that I can do. I guess I'll try swinging at them with my hand axe. Not sure if it's really going to have any effect. Probably not. But, what the hell.
9 will not hit.
9. Nope.
So you're swinging, not really connecting with any bats.
Second attack.
25. That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. That'll do 2 points of damage.
Woohoo! Go me!
Some of the bats are dispersed. 1 second, I want to test something. Let's see how that looks on the stream.
What?
Uh-oh, testing mid-combat?
It's pretty tiny. It's going to be pretty hard to see. We can just try it for the rest of this fight and see
Yeah,
if people like it. There it is. Otherwise,
yeah, best. Let us know.
okay. Vidna.
I will do the same thing I did before. Sacred Flame.
That will hit. I need to roll a. Oh right, that's not an attack roll. That's damage.
I was gonna say what?
Uh,
I'm glad it hit.
it's been a long fight. Okay, never mind. What I just said was actually the opposite of true. That does not connect. The bat swarm this time kind of breaks apart as your column of flame smites down from the heavens, striking nothing.
Oh,
Man, I rolled good damage.
yeah, you did.
That's it.
Axe will take care of the sister.
Chell.
So I'm gonna start riding my horse towards the horse that Ismark's trying to get, and I'm gonna try to look really badass while I'm doing it to try to impress him. I kind of forget right now that I look like Irina, but I'm just
Go ahead
trying to
and make a
look really
charisma.
cool. Oh, I get to make a charisma check.
Just for style, you know.
I rolled okay on that. 12.
12. I mean, you look all right. I mean, there's something naturally cool about being on a horse as it's galloping after another horse, but it's nothing particularly special beyond the normal cool factor that's already there.
So there's no slow motion footage?
Doesn't help
No.
that I look like his sister, right?
Right, and Chariots of Fire does not begin playing or anything. But you go ahead and you catch up with the other horse. You can make a handle animal check.
God, I'm rolling so shitty tonight.
Tell me about it. 4. That horse just keeps running.
Well, oh no, I was trying to look cool. Ah!
Like you kind of had a hold of the reins and it part way pulls you out of the saddle a little bit, and you kind of have to let go and windmill a little bit before catching back to your own reins.
I'm okay. Don't worry, Ismark.
Are you gonna like look back at Ismark, or are you gonna carefully not look back at him?
I like to look out of the corner of my eye to see if he saw.
No, he didn't even notice.
I'm good.
Okay. Well, at this point, it's clear to him that he's not catching that horse, so he's
I didn't want
gonna
to use my bonus action.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you want to do for your bonus action?
Spiritual weapon at the bats.
Okay, go ahead.
18 to hit
18 will hit.
for 10
That
force
one
damage.
had 1 hit point. Jensen was 1 hit point from killing it.
Ah!
I just like
Your spiritual bloody longsword, dripping little spectral blood off of its blade, flies through the bats, cleaving through 100 of them before the rest just give up and break apart, flying in different directions.
cool. Well, that was cool at least.
Ismark is going to start jogging back.
Oh.
The bats, the few that remain, are going to descend on tap. Jesus Christ. 7 to hit.
Yay.
Yeah, I don't think these bats have done a single point of damage to anyone. They've just been kind of here. Here they
The
are.
horses have done more damage.
Yep. Tap.
Can't hear you, Tap.
No,
You're dead silent. Did you mute yourself?
he's not muted. Did your headphone come unplugged?
Hello?
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh, it wasn't. For some reason, it wasn't pushed in or something. Tap is gonna fireball. No, I'm just joking. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the same group of bats twice.
Okay.
Yeah, you have spell slots.
No, I don't. You shatter when I use the thing. So
Warlock spell slot? What are you talking about?
14,
That'll hit. Roll
All right.
damage.
4.
You blow through the last of the bats, and you can hear like their distant shrieks as the little bats fly away into the night, disappearing.
Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. Shoot.
I hear a wolf.
You show up, sister.
Tab did it.
The sad part is Kate was really serious, like, about it too.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm smiling because I'm giggly, but she's serious.
I'm gonna kind of like when I blast him with the Eldritch Blast, I'm gonna do it like quietly so she can't really see. So I'll be like, "Oh, Kiva, you got them all. Awesome."
Nice.
Um,
I'm gonna keep going after that horse, though.
Okay. Eventually, you are able to catch it, though you are within sight of the waterfall by the time you do and get the
Ooh.
damn thing to calm down and listen to you.
Valentine, you do not want to go over there. There's a big waterfall. A wizard went down there. That'll be you next. I'm literally talking to this horse right now, because I don't like it very much.
Its eyes are kind of wild all the way back to the
Listen,
road.
Valentine, you need to calm down, okay? You
You need
can't
to
be
hold your
running off
horses.
all the time. You're always running off. Can't do that. I make eye contact with the horse.
You'd have to be like leaning out there to.
Valentine,
Look at me.
you gonna be okay?
It looks at you. Snorts.
Okay, I'll take
Give it a
that as
sugar
yes.
cube.
I will give it
We don't have sugar cubes.
some rations.
I feel like that's something Jensen's after, isn't it?
I have sugar. I guess I could make sugar cubes, but it'd
No.
be kind of a waste.
Valentine, that guy that you threw off of you, he could give you some sweet treats. So you don't want to be running off.
Do
This
horses?
is as I'm riding back, basically.
You can hear Irina talking to the horse as she rides back into sight.
So you gotta be a good boy.
She's
And
so
then-
good with animals.
You will get lots of pancakes, just like us, because Jensen makes us pancakes all the time, and they're delicious.
You hear the pancake part?
Probably.
I don't share pancake with horse. They get fat.
Gosh, she's so weird, isn't she?
And I'd like to note that from where you're at, high up the mountain, you can actually see Castle Ravenloft
Ah!
looming
Oh, yeah.
up there, looming above
No.
you.
I don't like that.
Guys, can we keep moving?
Okay.
Its high towers and spires glaring down at you.
Is that where the
menacing.
bats flew back to?
They did seem to head in a generally eastward direction.
Uh-huh.
They also
I do.
seem to have come from a generally eastward direction.
No surprise there. All right, let's keep moving.
Okay, I get off Nimira and let Kiva and Tap get back on them.
Can I pop back on my horse?
You guys get back on the road, and then you're back at it. Another mile brings you to the bridge. The bridge, which I will mention in just a moment.
Hold on while I lay out the next combat part.
Right.
The guy that we put over into the water just comes back up.
He's standing on the bridge, stopping.
Oh, that guy?
You follow the dirt road as it clings to the side of the mountain and ends at an arching bridge of mold-encrusted stone, which spans a natural chasm. Gargoyles cloaked in black moss perch on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On your side of the bridge, on the mountainous side of the bridge, which is to say the northwest, a waterfall spills into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. The pool feeds a river which meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley. Are you going to ride across?
Is there any reason we wouldn't?
You
Uh,
tell
Been
me.
here before.
Vidna
Yes,
and
you
I
have.
will scout ahead
I'd just like to give you the opportunity to speak up.
We'll cross.
before the horses. Just make sure everything's safe.
Okay. You move past. You see something out of the corner of your eye move, Vidna, as you're about halfway across this bridge. When you look, you don't see anything moving. Just one of those horrid stone gargoyles perched on the side. Eyes glint in the moonlight.
Is it at reaching level?
What do you mean?
Like, can I touch it?
You could walk over to it. I was assuming you were closer to the middle of the bridge, but yeah, you could walk over to it and touch it if you want.
No, I'm good. I'm just wondering. I'll walk a little faster.
Careful, Vidna. You don't want to miss anything. Bless you.
Two of you walk all the way to the far side of the bridge. Nothing assails you, though the stone is slick with moisture. Soon after, the horses move onto the stone. The clip-clop of their hooves on the stone is eerily loud, even compared to the waterfall nearby. Granted, from where you're at, the waterfall is 3/4 of a mile, but still, you can hear that roar of 1,000-foot, fall. And then you're across, back on the wooded side of the bridge. And here the road descends steeply down into the forest, another mile.
Hold on, we should take this footpath instead.
That actually goes under the bridge. That's 1,000 feet down.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait, the little cutoff right here?
Mm-hmm.
This little cutoff goes under... No,
Yep.
right here.
Yep, that's down along the bridge.
Oh yeah, but he's talking about right
No.
here.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
talking
right here?
Yeah.
That would be a very sheer drop. That would be a cliff. Not 1,000 feet, mind you. Probably more like 400 feet.
It's like one of those
Wait.
one of those boxed valleys, or like chimney valleys, or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
The way that the arrows are pointing.
If the footpath that goes sort of southeast from where we are from the bridge goes under the bridge, how is it when we left that little village down there, we took that path to get to the bridge?
No, we
No, you
didn't.
didn't. You went as far as the bridge, and you could see the bridge high above, and then you went back
We
and
backtracked.
came back to the crossroads.
Yeah. Then we're around.
We did?
Yeah, we did.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because it was at that particular moment I discovered that did not, in fact, connect with the bridge. That's how I discovered it. I made an oops.
You want to see episode 5?
Was that really episode 5?
Yeah.
I guess so. I thought it was 6. No, it was 6 because Sterling wasn't here for episode 5.
Oh yeah. Okay. See
That's
episode
true.
6.
Yeah. See?
See our YouTube channel.
Yeah. But yeah, that is a very sheer drop off down into the pine forest below. And as you continue riding, and in Vidna's case, practically running,
My sister
2
taught me
miles.
there
At this place, you're getting pretty close to 10 miles. I can't imagine you're still going at the horse's move speed.
Don't doubt me. I'll make a check.
She's strong.
My
Hey,
sister
you
taught me to be strong.
She sounds like Tap.
I'm like
I feel
behind
like-
her, pushing her. Basically.
I feel like I can ask our resident military people. Running at a horse's canter for 10 miles, does that sound plausible?
Depends on who you are.
Vidna?
No, was in the military. Her con
Yeah,
is
she
14.
was.
Her strength is 14.
I feel like Vidna
She was
could
a
do it.
medic, but yeah, that's true.
Hey,
It
there.
Just depends.
It doesn't
All right,
matter.
Vidna. Tell you what, make another
Doesn't matter
con
what you
save.
did.
I'm raising the DC, though.
Oh no!
Watch her vomit.
Paylor,
Oh,
give
what?
me strength.
I was a musician, but I could still run 10
I got a
miles.
22. Take that, motherfucker.
Okay, well,
Hey,
Vidna, You are huffing and puffing, but you are still,
Never doubt our corpsmen again, our medics again.
yeah. Point taken.
Try to drag bitches back with her. Come on
Vidna
now.
doesn't wear armor, though, right?
Chain shirt, I think.
A shirt, yes.
Oh, well, okay. Well, then
A
this is
chain
just
shirt.
ridiculous. How much weight are you carrying?
Oh, she got a 20.
Okay, no, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to give her exhaustion. I just want to, I'm just saying, this seems...
60, with the, I mean, the armor's included in it's 67 pounds.
So she
And
ran
running
10 miles with a 50
10
pound
miles at a horse canter speed.
No problem.
A canter's not that fast.
Canter's not that fast, actually.
It's-
We've
you
hiked
could-
like 15.
According to the D&D
miles.
mechanics, that's 50 feet per 6 seconds.
I made my roll. You said.
And she got a 22.
Even though she was successful, God has his doubts.
No, I'm not saying she didn't do it. She
Taylor,
did.
no.
No retconning it. I'm just saying.
Sky
This is
opens in his
ridiculous.
eyeball.
I'm just saying it's ridiculous.
Hey,
So you
D&D
get to
is
this point-
ridiculous.
It's getting pretty close to midnight.
You can't
As
cast
you
magic in
pass
real life either.
At the bottom of this high cliff. At this point, you are now deep into the woods.
I'm doing like that.
You can hear the occasional caw of a crow. Crow, not raven. And as you move through this particular section, you can occasionally hear twigs snapping,
Oh no.
things moving just beyond sight within the woods. And as the clouds finally relent, a full moon shines down on the land.
Pop.
Not a full
Nobody
moon.
turns into a werewolf, right?
Does everybody look okay?
No, nobody.
You say that kind of...
But
Not
under
very-
the full moon, mist begins to waft out of the trees,
Oh,
obscuring the road.
Here we go.
it's like suddenly everything clears up and we can see the moon. A moment later, it's completely foggy again.
I said the clouds, like the rain clouds, gave up.
Yeah.
So it's more like they migrated south.
The clouds came down to visit us.
Yep, exactly. But you can see the moonlight above. So that's
Great.
nice. Nice starry sky.
Pretty. It's very
That's
pretty.
what I miss.
Oops.
I
let
miss
me-
the sun in the sky.
Hey, what
Oh.
the heck?
I derped there.
We don't do that.
There's 1 mile.
I just thought I would say that.
Oh,
And
sorry.
one
I wasn't referencing.
more mile will take you back into the Svalich woods and to the crossroads. It's after midnight. An old wooden gallows creaks in a chill wind which blows down from the high ground behind you. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia Village to the east, Sayre Pool to the northwest, and Ravenloft Vallaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork behind you climbs to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall crumbling in places partially encloses a small plot of graves shrouded in fog. What do you do?
I'm gonna volunteer to keep a watch while you guys do this. I'm just gonna look out into the woods and stuff and make sure nothing sneaks up on us while we're doing this.
Can I have your shovel, Kiva?
You don't want me dig for you?
No, you should rest, sister. I can dig.
It
Don't we
seems
have 2
likely
shovels?
I thought we only had one.
We should have 2.
Well, I want one.
Who
so
has
give
the
me
other one?
It seems likely that we will make camp here. Perhaps the more exhausted among us should get to sleep or get the camp set up.
I
I
agree.
will set up camp. Because I know you're talking about me.
I am accustomed to going without sleep. I will stay up through the night and help
No.
in this search.
Go to
Didn't-
sleep.
We should set up watch in pairs and just take turns.
All right.
I can take watch with you if you want.
So the first pair is Vidna and Ismark.
How many times do I have to say I'd go first? Did I not?
She just
I
I'm
didn't.
just
I didn't say first watch. I just said with Ismark.
Ismark said first watch.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Well, he's going with me.
Imagine that. How coincidental.
Well, Kiva shouldn't take a watch. She should just sleep.
That would be most good.
Who's gonna be like working?
I don't
Oh,
want
we're gonna
watch
have-
with Jensen. He's gonna make me talk about my feelings.
Well, you got a problem with me? Now you're just ducking it.
So we could have 2 people working, 2 people resting, and 2 people watching. Basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Jensen, you wanna rest first, or you wanna work first?
And Kiva rests through the night.
Yes.
Oh, I don't need to rest first. I've been riding a horse most of this, so I'm fine.
Okay, well, go ahead, Tap.
What?
Hey,
Can
use your
rest
spells back,
first.
anyways, right? You could take a short rest at least.
Yeah, I'll take a real quick short rest. Start working. Let's do it. Yep, I got that. Do it. Okay.
You know, the
Okay.
cutting out is adding to the Tap's personality.
I like to think that his voice is actually cutting out a little bit.
I'm sorry. Just weird.
Like in real life? That's terrifying. Maybe he
Okay.
can go ethereal.
So,
Well, Vinda's gonna start working.
so who's digging and who's keeping watch?
I'm keeping watch.
I
And
guess
who's
I'm
digging?
digging.
I guess Ismark will also dig.
Real quick,
Oh,
though.
he's-
What's
Oh.
up?
I can
Real
keep watch
quick
by myself. It's fine. Sorry, Bijan.
That's all right. I was just gonna say real quick before I go to bed. I'm gonna touch everybody with the Heartstone and try to cure them.
No, I don't let you do that.
Well, except for her, of course. She's got the. What do you mean you don't let me do that?
I just don't want to be touched by it.
Can I, like, give him the evil eye when he tries to touch me with it?
Well, I'm not gonna do it with them seeing me. I'm just gonna be like, "Hey guys," and I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder and be like, "Yeah, yeah," you know. I'm not gonna be
Oh.
like, "Oh, let me touch you with this."
So
I
it's,
Like a stealth check.
All right, yeah, you have to do some kind of check to make sure you're being smooth about it. Not
I don't have to be smooth about it. I can just tap you on the shoulder, like be like, "Hey guys, you guys let me pat you all the time."
You don't
I would
usually
say
touch
they
me.
put up with it more than let it happen.
Yeah, but still, they don't question it. I've been hugging them and doing all that stuff the whole time. Why would
If
they
you're
think?
Do
you're
this for me. Just make a sleight of hand to hide that you have it in your hand when you're doing that.
And if he
Does
pats
that
me,
seem
I'm
fair?
gonna whack a rock into a metal piece of armor.
All right,
Tongue, tongue.
Clunk.
Sight check.
10.
10. So passive perceptions of people. Anyone who is 10 or less does not notice he has the stone in his hand.
Well, I'm bloody clueless.
I'm clueless too.
I
Oh,
kind
I
of,
know.
I kind of draw back, and I'm like, "Oh, Tap, I don't want to be."
Well, I already touched Vidna, so I don't go for her. But
Well, yeah, true. Thanks for that.
you're welcome, Vidna.
I was being sarcastic.
Nothing
All right,
happens.
so people are sleepy.
Nothing
sleepy.
visible.
We're diggy. Do we know where to dig? I mean, what was the plan?
Actually, I would like to do some, like, are these things, is there any markings on these?
On the gravestones?
Yeah, like, what do they say?
Well, there are 11 graves here, all blank.
Are they really blank?
Can you draw us a map of how they're laid out,
What?
I
where
don't
they're
know.
positioned,
Well,
what the collection is?
Okay. Let's go to my random map page.
Ah,
Oh
Give
no!
me a second to clean up.
Oh
Just
no!
no.
everybody,
to die.
cool your jets. Cool your jets.
I mean, if we don't have any markers on the stones, then the only other indicator we might have, besides divine intervention, is how they're laid out and if there's any change in pattern or something noticeable.
Okay. So there's
Plus, being systematic, if we have to dig up every one of these, we're going to need to X them off.
like here is the plot.
All I see is black.
What? What do you mean all you see is black?
All
Yeah.
I see is
So
Looks
black.
black.
There is no light source.
Turned it off.
Darkness falls.
The hell?
Black space.
There.
Yay! I see a square.
Okay.
Some square.
So there's like one here.
Kiva, go to sleep.
Fusional. or something.
She's singing in her sleep.
I've never
Meanwhile, in her
heard
sleep,
people sing
there's no
before.
longer witches. She's having a rock concert.
Is Kiva like singing in her sleep? Is she out?
Yes.
Okay. Aw, so
New
sweet.
talent.
Well, usually I sing her to sleep, so she's probably missing that.
Like that.
Okay, that's how they're all laid out.
Yep. Very haphazardly, almost seemingly at random.
Okay, and you said they're blank. Are they like really blank? Like
I
if I
don't
run,
know how to answer that question except to say yes.
If I run my finger over them, is there any? Is it completely smooth?
I wouldn't say smooth. It's a little pockmarked with age.
Now
There's-
consider that it is a full moon and it's high in the sky, so that would give some ambient occlusion and shadow. If
Yes. There's also a lot of mist and fog.
Okay, so does the moonlight not get past the mist and fog?
It more shines into it and then makes the fog particularly white and opaque.
Okay, so the light
Yeah,
does
the light.
help us at all. Well, poo.
Can I take a piece of paper and a piece of like charcoal and like make an etching on the gravestone to see if anything happens?
Sure.
Doing a rubbing.
Yeah, like a rubbing.
You do so. Anything in particular you wanted to... Oh, you just wanted to see what comes off.
Yes,
Nothing.
if anything. Okay.
There are little marks where there's like chips in the stone.
Like someone deliberately like made it blank.
Like
or-
maybe someone has knocked into it over the years or something. Like a branch caught in the wind hit it just right. Or maybe someone with a shovel or a pry bar cracked it.
Well, I'm gonna start digging at the biggest one.
Maybe check the ground before. The ground,
Yep.
does any of the graves seem...
There are mounds. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I'm supposed to be watching right now.
Oh, well then no, don't go ahead and make an
I was
investigation.
just gonna
She
say it.
tells us to do that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say someone should do that.
Here we go again.
There's my investigation.
I rolled a whopping 2, so my investigation was me just sitting picking my nose going,
As far as you can tell, there's nothing that indicates one of these was recently dug up.
God. Why do we keep rolling bad at this?
Then yeah, I'm just gonna pick the biggest one and start there.
Okay.
Alright, that's one shovel. Which grave is she digging at?
I will turn it red.
Do
Okay.
any of the graves seem to be like they're in some kind of discernible pattern or anything, or they're just random? Just random.
Given their investigation checks, they can't really. If there is a pattern to it, Vidna and Jensen don't see it.
All right.
Shit.
When I'm looking at the layout of this, which way is the road? Which part of this graveyard's along the side of the road?
Road is to the south,
Okay.
and technically it's also to the northwest.
Alright, I'm going
it's
to
a
dig
crossroads.
at that one.
This one.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to say it takes about an hour for each of you to fully dig up a grave.
Okay.
I would think one person with a shovel working at a grave. Does that sound about right?
Well, Jensen is using the other shovel for another grave, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. So about an hour for each of you.
Yeah.
So in 1 hour.
In 1 hour, we can dig up 2 graves.
Mm-hmm. And this whole time, Chell, you keep a close watch on the road, the mist. Every now and again, you'd swear you see shapes moving in the mist, or glowing blue eyes staring out of them. But then some gust of wind will blow through from high up in the mountains, parting it, and there's nothing there. Nothing but shadows and trees. Could you make a perception check for me?
For you. I got a natural 20.
Bam!
Oh,
Okay, I'm going to send you just a quick little whisper.
Little whisper.
Myself.
die
Damn,
in 3
dude.
seconds.
I was checking my notes to see if we found any clues, and my notes are a fucking mess.
Really surprised.
No.
So, Jensen and Vidna,
Yes.
you eventually come to rotted wooden coffins buried below these gravestones.
Oh, I don't like doing this.
It's not
Self.
crazy about this either. I'm going to kneel, say a prayer and my apologies for what I'm doing, because it's not exactly respectable. And I'll do my best to try to pry the top off without damaging too much or making too much noise.
Same here.
The coffin, neither of the coffins is very hard to pry open. Inside, you find moldy bones and tattered cloth that was once the clothing they wore.
No lumps, no bumps, no packages of boxes.
No books.
No books.
Return it to its state. And build it or back in and pack it down.
Yeah, we'll cast mending if need be.
Okay, that will help.
Actually, can I do one thing before I close the coffin and do all that?
Mhm.
I'm gonna leave 2 silver on top of the skull if it's still there.
Okay.
Kind of in its eye sockets.
You drop them into the eye sockets. One of the coins shifts, and a large, fat cockroach crawls out of the eye socket, tipping the coin over, and then scurrying under the rib cage, disappearing into the cloth.
Thanks, I could feed my family from
Whatever.
Well, cockroaches don't make a lot of silver.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, wait, you have silver?
Yeah.
Aren't you?
I had 6. I have 4 left.
That must be something you came to Barovia with.
Yep.
I'm
Pretty
still
Pretty much, I have taken almost none of the loot for this entire adventure, so whatever I'm carrying in money
Yeah, I do.
is
too.
what I started with.
So that's why there's Electrum
I got.
everywhere.
I have 7.
The Electrum is the only stuff. I got the Electrum from our other adventure and the stuff that we got from the
No, I mean
other people.
that's why it's all Electrum in Barovia. That makes sense.
Yeah, that does.
Not surprising.
I'm gonna move on to the next grave.
Okay. And Jensen?
I'm gonna shift to that one.
Okay.
Want to know which one specifically?
Yes, please.
I'll do this one.
So I'm going to say for your watches, each of you gets... This will be your last one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd have to change
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like a 2-hour shift. So that
Yep.
makes-
Jensen. Once again, same result. Moldy bones,
Nothing in it.
nothing in it.
Okay.
Vidna. Same result.
I'll put 2 more silver on it, as I did before. Say a prayer. Close it with my blessing and tap it down.
Okay. So by this point, it's about 2:30 a.m.
Shift change.
Irina.
I take the shovel from Vidna.
Okay. And I guess Easemark will also take a turn digging.
I want to investigate these graves before I dig. Start
Are
digging.
we,
Am I on watch or are they on watch?
me or Jensen should take the
You guys
watch?
hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and make your investigation check. It's up to you guys who's on watch now.
Okay.
How about you guys go to sleep and I'll stay and
I'm
watch?
back. Yay.
Weren't you asleep already?
Yeah, it is, but I'll wake up. You two
You only
go to
slept
sleep.
for 2 hours, though.
All I need is a short rest. That's all I need.
You should get a long rest. That's what we're all doing.
Well, I don't need one. I'm telling you right now, I don't need one. I've got full health still.
If you... Okay.
13 on my investigation.
I'll just
check.
get my spell slots back. So
As far as you can tell, Chell, there's no discernible pattern here. There are 4 graves that have very clearly been dug up very recently.
Damn it.
She was watching us do it, so...
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pick this one.
And Easemark will do the one next to it.
Guys, we are long resting, the rest of us, right?
I sure
Yeah.
as hell am.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, you guys can.
In that case, I'm gonna go off by myself for a second.
Okay.
Can I ask a question, Ismark?
Yes.
Do you know if... yeah, we're like digging.
At least you're near each
There
other.
was just something that Strahd said to me that bothered me. I was just wondering if, like, do you know if Irina, like, knew him before? Like, he said he said that he was like waiting for a reunion or something.
The first time Irina met the devil was the first night he preyed upon her. We all know that the devil rules from on high. We all know that he is up there. But the people of this cursed land make a point of not getting to know the devil.
It's just he was going on about destiny and about how he's been waiting so long for his reunion, and I don't know. It's something that I remembered.
It is probable that the devil's words were meant to poison your mind. It is what he does with outsiders.
Poison
plays with
Irina's
them.
mind. Unless you don't think this is working out.
It is not that I doubt your methods, but it is hard to imagine the devil falling for a ruse.
Yeah. But then why would he say that to me? And why did he try so hard to get me to go with him?
That is a good question. I do not have answers.
I was pretty convinced he was a creep.
Yes, he is a creep.
Yes. But you do make a good point. I think maybe, like, if he was trying to get me to go with him and he chose to, right, he almost killed Vidna. I mean, why didn't he, if he thought I was her, why didn't he try to kill you? I mean, if you're supposed to be my brother.
It does
It's
not do
possible.
to dwell on the methods of his madness. It is maddening.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And then thunk, thunk. I believe I've found a coffin.
Ooh.
And you're pretty close as well, but he sticks his shovel into the wood lid and pries it up. There's a musty, moldy skeleton inside.
Mm.
The neck area is visibly cracked.
Ooh, he didn't look like he died well. Anything else in there?
Nope, nothing.
I lift the body up a little bit.
kind of crumbles, like the bottom half falls apart back into the coffin, leaving you with just the torso kind of in an undead hug around you.
Oh.
He wants a hug.
Put it back.
And he'll
Close the lid.
kind of rushes and pulls it off of you and throws it back into the coffin.
Close the lid. Let's open mine.
Okay. You open up yours. Inside, you see there's a tattered cloth-covered skeleton. The eyes staring right at you, the mouth wide open in a skeletal grin, and the arms wrapped tight around a book.
I think I found something.
Vidna, I'm going to cut over to you. You said you stepped away to make a phone call?
I'm
Phone
using
call.
Yo, what's up?
Paylor.
Yeah.
Dial Paylor Connect.
I want to reach out and dial
I want the 1-800
Paylor.
Paylor.
1-800 praise him.
You're gonna get like an IVR system where they're gonna be like, press 1 to talk to Paylor, press 2 to send your prayers,
Press free
three
for habla
for emergency.
español.
Yeah, press 3 if you're an orc. What?
What are you saying, Vidna?
I say, are you okay? We're all okay for now. I want to talk to you in person, but not yet. I think he knows what we're up to. And that's it. I think that's about 25 words. And I will wait for my reply.
Give me a second to count.
I know, it's
You
hard.
get a message back. Why are you bothering me? It's the middle of the night. I'm trying to
I'm
sleep.
trying to
Screw
sleep.
you.
What time of night is it again? Like 2 in the morning?
Something like that. Yeah.
Is she even anywhere near, like where I am? Because I'm keeping watch. So do I just see her like talking into the midair?
I went off by myself.
Yeah, and
Bar.
it's up to you how far you went, Vidna.
Just out of earshot, and
Okay.
I'd be talking quietly.
So also out of eyesight.
I don't
because of
want
the
to wake
fog.
anybody up.
Okay.
Oh, I don't want to get lost either. Oh, I
know
went
you
too,
will.
I went too
Lit.
far. I'm lost. Please help.
You hear after a moment, Vidna? Where are you, Vidna? I have looked for you my whole life. We must meet. We have that destiny.
Is that her brother?
Yep.
And that's all you get.
That
And then you can hear Shell's voice, assuming she was too excited to cast
No.
Minor Illusion.
No, I did
No?
not say it loud. There's no way I would say that loud.
She's not that far.
She said she went out of earshot. I would have been like, oh, I found something, but like I wouldn't have been like shouting it so that
No,
everyone
I
in
wouldn't
Strahd.
assume shouted. I would assume.
Wait,
Ah,
what?
okay. Well, you can hear the crunch of coffins being opened. How about that?
Sounds
gonna let-
delightful.
No one hear that. She probably heard me squeal when a skeleton fell on me, though.
Probably heard that too. Yeah. Shell, there is a book wrapped in the skeleton's arms.
First, I'm gonna look all around, like, see if I can see anyone looking at me.
Make a perception check.
Paranoid.
Of course, I'm paranoid. Oh yeah. 24.
You can hear a branch snap in the woods.
Can I hear it?
Yeah.
We can't let anyone know that we have this, except the people in our group, of course. I'm gonna take the book, and I'm gonna tuck it into my shirt.
Is that the one?
I think so.
It's just somebody's like just little.
They're gonna open it and check.
The
They're
book-
gonna open it up. It's gonna be like dirty pictures.
The book is thick and bound in a leather cover with steel hinges and fastenings.
Oh, you said it had cloth or something on it, though.
No, I said the skeleton was
Wrapped.
where it was
Wrapped.
tattered.
Okay.
And the cloth skeleton had its arms wrapped around the book.
Okay.
The pages are parchment and seem to be very brittle. And
Okay.
embossed on the front, God, I don't even know how to describe that.
Imagination.
Well,
Strahd
Why
with a
don't I
heart.
why don't I just do this?
The Necro.
Does it say Strahd's diary?
Klaatu, Lorata.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I think this is it. Let's talk to the group.
And it even says under it a description about the Tome of Strahd.
Pretty.
Oh, I just noticed on the map copy of Roll20 that you were messaging the wrong me.
Oh.
When you want to whisper me, whisper GM. Don't whisper Askel.
Okie dokie.
Good thing there were no important secrets over there.
This time.
You send me pointless shit, I send you back pointless shit.
Hey, I am not sorry.
Well, I'm gonna tuck it under my arm, and I'm gonna work, and I'm like, okay, let's get this coffin back in. I'm like,
Well, I was assuming you weren't taking them out of the hole. You were just in the hole prying them open. Was that not correct?
no, we weren't taking it back. We weren't taking him out of the hole. No, just
Okay.
grabbing the book out of his arm.
I see. So you're just
lid.
closing the coffin back up.
Mhm.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And kick the dirt a little bit. Push a couple like piles back into the coffin hole.
Ismark just kind of tosses the shovel aside. I do not think that is important anymore.
Okay.
So this is what this was all for? This
Well-
musty old diary?
We're gonna take this back to the group and open it together. We'll find out if it was worth anything.
Oh boy. Okay. So Vidna comes back out of the mist before long.
Do I see? Well, I'll go over to them since I can see that they're done with this one. Any luck?
Ismark looks at Chell, Irina. Chell.
Who's keeping watch right now?
Tap.
I am.
Tap, keep watching.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay.
Watching everybody.
What you do?
Everyone else who's awake, I'm gonna kind of like get them all over. I
But,
assume Kiva's passed out.
So, well, here's the thing. You can wake Kiva up for this without interrupting her extended rest,
Okay.
as long as she doesn't do anything seriously extraneous.
Then
Don't read too much.
Reading is fine.
Ask no questions. She'll tell
I
you.
think
no
she'll
lie.
probably just pop up and be like, "Okay, cool," and then go back to sleep.
Very nice.
I'll wake her up. And Johnson.
Nah. Mm.
What's up? Are we getting attacked? Are we under fire?
Everybody, huddle. I have something to show you.
You want to huddle.
Did
Yeah.
you find it?
Well, I want to hug, but we're not gonna hug.
They don't want to hug.
I think I
Okay.
I think I
sister.
did, but
Hugging is nice.
let's try to keep we need to keep this hidden. We'll be in big trouble if this means anything.
Oh, here, I have an idea. Goes
Okay.
through things, pulls out giant blanket. Let's all get under this.
Okay, so we're all discussing this. Tap is still on eyeball.
I'm still on eyeball. I'm not
Okay.
getting under the blanket.
You can be close enough to overhear.
No, I'm going to be a little bit away from him, actually.
I am
I'll
not
still be
getting
close
under
enough to
the
hear him,
blanket.
but I'm
Okay.
saying like a good distance, though. You know?
I'm just saying, like, you can. I'm going to
Yeah.
assume that you can hear what's going on. That's.
Okay.
Okay. And we will. Oh, Vidna, I can't see it. Oh wait, no, I can see.
Oh, here, I'll cast light under the blanket. She'll,
Uh,
I
cast,
was
Yeah.
gonna say I can't see, but I'm not a human.
she'll cast light on something.
Oh, thank you.
Light begins emanating from something.
But we're under a blanket, so it's fine.
I'll have the book in here, and I'll just like pull the book out.
As you unclasp the book, you have recovered your first artifact.
We all squeeze simultaneously.
Oh, the music! What the fuck? Yay!
Victory music!
Been waiting for that sound forever.
Right?
Yeah, and I'm like dragging it out as long as possible, and Silly's just trying to like,
Oh,
let me
shit.
play the song, let me play the song.
Is
No,
it?
Stop!
Is it locked?
It is not.
Oh, okay.
And it actually opens.
Ooh, guys, this is gonna be so fun. We're gonna read his diary.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
There's text below.
Day 1. I think I started puberty today.
Still
I
not.
have all these feelings.
My suggestion
do?
would be that somebody read it out loud.
Wait, I think is that YouTube video? Is that this?
Yes, so you are now allowed to watch that. But no,
Well,
no, don't even suggest it. No,
well, you have to
What?
read it in Strahd's voice.
no.
That's
I wanna hear
true.
one of you guys read it. I want to hear one of you guys read it.
I think Gen Z, you should read it.
I can read it.
Not as Strahd,
No,
in
not-
character.
Gen Z, just read
Oh,
it.
you
No,
want
I'm-
me to read it like this?
Yes.
Well, here's a...
This
No.
is not. This is not
Remember-
the entire journal.
I mean, I can
So-
read it too. I don't mind.
I
Yeah, I can
am
read it.
the
So-
ancient. I am the land.
Slow down. Let me tell you what you're actually looking at before
think
all
Ben
y'all
should
get
read it.
excited. So this book, like just a quick flip through, the first 2 pages are depicted there. But after those 2 pages, everything is seemingly encoded. It's in ciphers, riddles. It will take some interpretation.
Interesting.
Okay. Well, yeah, it said it was in, like, Vlad's personal shorthand, which...
Right, exactly. So
You mean strong?
those first 2 pages... oh, right. The first 2 pages are easily readable, but if you want any further information contained in this book, it will take a few hours and some dedicated work just trying to decode whatever it is that he has written.
Will I know how he kind of speaks by any chance?
Unfortunately, no, because you aren't strictly intimate with Strahd. You don't really know his codes, his shorthand.
Okay. How we doing this?
So who's holding the book and who begins to read it?
I'm
I
reading.
assume
it.
Chell is holding it.
I can read it.
If you guys really want, I can read it.
I'll read it. I'll read
I
it.
I mean, I don't
I can
really
do it.
care.
I think
I'm
a lot of
perfectly
us are
okay.
willing. Just
Okay, I'm going now. Okay.
okay.
Okay, guys,
Okay.
listen.
Do it good. Do it in a French accent.
No.
Ooh.
And I will say that I'm going to be whispering when I read this aloud, but I'm going to read it in a normal voice.
Okay.
Okay. I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was the warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god. But the war years have, and the killing years wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand. All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and strength gone, and all I had was left was death. My army settled in the valley of Barovia and took power over the people in the name of a just god, but with none of a god's grace or justice. I called for my family, long unseated from their ancient thrones, and brought them here to settle in the castle Ravenloft. They came with a younger brother of mine, Sergei. He was handsome and youthful. I hated him for both. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others, a rare beauty who was called perfection, joy, and treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. I loved her with all my heart. I loved her for her youth. I loved her for her joy, but she spurned me. Old One was my name to her, elder and brother also. Her heart went to Sergei. They were betrothed. The date was set. With words, she called me brother, but when I looked into her eyes, they reflected another name, death. It was death of the age that she saw in me. She loved her youth and enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine. The death she saw in me turned her from me, and so I came to hate death, my death. My hate is very strong. I would not be called death so soon. I made a pact with death, a pact of blood. One day, on the day of the wedding, I killed Sergei, my brother. My pact was sealed with his blood. I found Tatiana weeping in the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me. She would not let me explain, and a great anger swelled within me. She had to understand the pact that I made for her. I pursued her. Finally, in despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft, and I watched everything I had ever wanted fall from my grasp forever. It was 1,000 feet through the mist. No trace of her was ever found. Not even I know of her final fate. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my soul, but I did not die, nor did I live. I became undead forever. I have studied much since then. Vampire is my new name. I still lust for life and youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun, and it is the light that I fear the most. But there's little else that can harm me now. Even a stake through my heart does not kill me, though it holds me from movement. But the sword, that cursed sword that Sergei brought, I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear and hate it as much as the sun. I have often hunted for Tatiana. I have even felt her within my grasp, but she escapes. She taunts me. She taunts me. What will it take for her to bend and to love me? I now reside far below Ravenloft. I live among the dead and sleep beneath the very stones of this hollow castle of despair. I shall seal shut the walls of the stairs, that none may disturb me.
So now we know where he sleeps?
Everything else looks all weird and in shorthand.
There's a lot there, though. Like, there is a lot.
We're just kind of like flipping through all the shorthand, like, ugh. Okay.
For you guys' benefit, it would take about 4 hours per section to translate, and it would require a check.
Well, now we know what we're doing when we camp down anytime. Can pick away at it. Maybe.
These
long-
smart ones can do that.
How long ago do you think this happened?
I don't know, judging by the condition of this book and how old it is. I'm gonna take it a long time.
It's said the devil has ruled this land for 700 years.
Give or take.
Did it say a name on grave?
No.
Blank.
All the stones are chiseled away.
Ismark, have you ever heard of anyone named Sergei?
No. I know
Tatiana?
no Sergei. No Tatiana.
Did you cover up? Who was holding this? What kind of body was it?
Much like the others, skeletal.
I was asking whoever had dug it up.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. Okay, hard to tell. Sorry.
Well, it was just a skeleton. I couldn't really tell.
Do you know what he was wearing? Anything special?
He was just wearing rags. It was really decomposed.
Where was the book?
He was clutching it to his chest like this.
Can you show me which grave it is? Did you fill it in?
No, I just closed the lid. Okay. I'm gonna close the book for now. I'm gonna put it in my backpack.
Wait, can I keep looking at it? I'm gonna try to.
Yeah,
decipher.
just don't.
I'll stay under the blanket.
Yes, just be careful. Don't let anyone see.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave the safety of the blanket now.
So shall I.
I'll stay under there and try to decipher the other pages.
I'm gonna fall asleep on my sister.
Have fun keeping it on Ismark under the blanket.
No, Ismark is... Honestly, Ismark probably was hunched near it, but he was not getting under the
He
blanket.
doesn't want under the blanket.
He's too cool for the blanket, right?
Well, fine.
Kiva had to do one of those things. She had to watch the words as she was reading in order to pay attention.
I'll show Jensen the grave.
Okay.
All right. Now, if I remember, it's you closed it, but you didn't actually do much besides kick a little bit of dirt on top.
That is
Right.
correct.
All right. I want to pop it back open.
Okay.
And take a look at the skeleton a little bit closer.
Okay.
Should I do an investigation to see if I notice
Yes,
anything
please do.
particular?
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I suck at these, so it's probably going to be useless, but
Hey, you got to roll good on it sometime, right?
15.
Yeah, that's not bad.
15. There you go.
That's
For
our
me,
first good
that's
investigation
phenomenal.
check.
So
For
you
all of
notice a
us.
few things right away.
Okay.
The branding on the tunic, the worn away, rotted tunic, from what you can tell, which granted it's in terrible shape,
Yeah.
but it looks like this tunic is from, what is that stupid country?
Why is it a stupid country?
Because I don't know it.
If you say Poland, I'm going to smack you.
No, not Poland. It's a country that you don't really recall off the top of your head, but it's clearly from Faerun.
Schult.
It's not Schult.
Dard.
It's that one with all the knights.
So it's sort of like a Knights Templar kind of thing?
Yeah. But clearly not Barovian.
Okay. You said I noticed a few things. What else?
Mm-hmm. You notice that it's old, but not as old as that book. And honestly, not as old as the other bodies that have been buried here.
Yeah, the two that I saw.
Mm-hmm. You notice that the belt still has frogs on it, like, for holding weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice that the neck is broken.
Broken or cut off?
Broken.
Does it look like it was actually snapped and cracked, or does it look beheaded?
Snapped and cracked. The gallows nearby creaks ominously.
Okay.
Oh, I look.
Why would they hang him and bury him with his book?
Just rope blowing a little bit in the wind.
Strange.
Okay, good. Still the same.
All right. Out of respect, I'm going to do real quick what I did with the others. I'm going to put 2 silver, 1 in each eye. Give a blessing, close it. Grab the shovel that somebody dropped on the ground nearby.
Mark is not sorry.
Bury it.
Um,
Give that poor bastard a bit of quiet life.
Genzi, do you think he was someone who came here recently and he found this and then got killed or something?
Yeah, that would be my guess. He's not from around here, and he's not as old as everything else around here.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like somebody else got dragged into this mess and actually made some progress.
Yeah, that's why we need
They got
to...
hung.
If he has a broken neck, then we need to make sure nobody sees us with this book. 'Cause I don't like having a broken neck.
I'd have a mind to go and cut the damn rope on that gallows and make sure it doesn't do anymore.
It's pretty easy to come by rope, Maybe not in Bildrath's shop, but...
Everybody's a critic.
What?
Dilly.
Hmm?
I'm gonna start trying to make sense of this.
Okay. It'll take about 4 hours.
And I am out of silver.
Okay.
like to rest.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll go back and rest at that point.
I'm sleeping on Vidna.
Kiva, during the night,
We're under a
inexplicably,
safety blanket.
a dream hits you.
A safety blanket.
Oh, Drabes.
Blanket keeps us safe.
In your
Okay.
dream, you are riding on the back of a silver dragon.
Nice.
Arrows from below strike the dragon and pierce its heart. And as the dragon begins to fall, plummeting, it shifts so that it can reach you with one of its great silver claws, and it grabs you and tucks you safely against its chest as it crash lands. You pull yourself from the wreckage. It continues breathing. and it looks at you. You make eye contact with it, and its eyes are filled with sadness and regret. You raise your axe, and with a single stroke, remove its screaming head.
Why'd you do that?
She killed the luck dragon.
And that's it.
I do have the moment of, like, you know, head to snout type thing. It's
No
more-
creepy, no funny business with old women getting
Little too handsy.
boogieing with you in the night.
So
Yes.
only stage 1 exhaustion now?
Oh, I think it goes away, right?
Yeah.
No, you reduce 1 stage of exhaustion.
Oh.
Hell
Is that because
yeah.
I touched her with the stone?
Anything's possible.
Yeah, honestly, you wouldn't know. At this point, you don't even know that she's getting good sleep, really.
Who's,
But for the
no.
rest of you, keeping
Yeah.
watch, there are no encounters during the night. Nothing assails you, and in fact, most of you, even Kiva, despite the bad dream, feel somewhat refreshed in the morning.
That's not really a bad dream. That's actually kind of a cool dream.
I am staying up to do that, Stilly.
Okay. Vidna, you regain your spells, but I need you to... Well, no, at this point, you're going to gain 1 stage of exhaustion, if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
Let me see. I need you to... So, first of all, this is a magic item, and you are now attuned to it.
Oh,
So
Hmm.
use up an attunement slot.
I didn't know that was going to happen. Okay.
I need you to make an investigation check. The attunement basically means that you have familiarized yourself with the patterns,
Oh, I see.
the-
Okay.
Cool.
You are one with the Matrix.
right.
Can I
So
cast?
it's not really magic per se so much as just it's of such great significance that you've spent the proper time kind of familiarizing yourself with it. You cannot do that because this is not one check. It is basically repeated checks over the course of 4 hours.
Come on. You, don't be like that. Investigation, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
15. Okay. You actually translate another section. The section says, yes, I'm going to read it this time because it's coming from a
Oh.
different source. Sorry.
Do it as Strahd. Do it as Strahd.
What, you
I was
didn't
going
like
to.
my reading voice?
No, I just don't have it on Roll20.
Weren't ready for that, were you?
The dark cycle of reincarnation has reached its limits. Across my realm are children born hollow. These subjects have but a scrap of the soul necessary to a mortal. Though otherwise ordinary, they are especially dour, fearful, and unimaginative. But of greatest interest to me is that I find no sustenance in their blood. Some vital essence is lacking, but it is no more nourishing than sand to a thirsty man. I will study this to pass the time. I am certain that there are many disappointed and hapless parents in Barovia who can be convinced to surrender their hollow-born children to my care.
Can you read that again, please? I'm kidding.
Or just talk forever in that voice.
Was that Ismark?
Mm-mm.
He's marks.
I can
Yeah.
make a folder for you with these.
Yes.
I will make it in the Aurora Caelum. Translated sections.
I would like to say that I slept with the blanket over my head, just so you know. I'm still keeping up this charade. This Irina charade.
You wearing the hat
Yes.
under the blanket?
Yes.
Okay, I have
Would
put
I-
it in the folder.
Would I be able to use my leather worker's tools to create like a little neck strap so it doesn't fall off again?
Yeah, given a few hours of time and some tools. Wait, you
Mhm.
just said you have the tools, right?
I do have the tools, yeah.
Okay.
I've never used it before. Give me one excuse to use the leather worker's tools, please.
Well, yes, you could do that. That's absolutely what you could do with those.
I'll do it while everyone else is doing breakfast and stuff like that. Yeah, 22.
Kiva, I would imagine you're in a pretty good mood at this point, seeing as this is the first good night of sleep you've gotten in, 3 days?
Yeah.
Yes, Chell. For your morning, you are able to throw together a nice leather strap for your hat.
But it matters anymore.
All right.
Well,
we
if you get any more dark inspiration.
I'll never get dark inspiration again. That's for sure.
Or someone tries to snatch it like a wig.
Can't catch it anymore.
Right. Well, if she's going to be working on that for a while we're doing breakfast, can I get a small fire going and cook some stuff up?
I make you a fire.
I will obviously read that section to them in the morning or something. I'll show it to them. I guess I can't show them.
It's in their folder. Everyone has access to it.
I mean, she would explain it to us in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Ismark was talking about that one. Remember, you said that some people are born without souls.
Yes, that is known.
Sounds to back it up, huh?
It is a funny thing. I find myself envying them. To be of so
Why?
little interest to the devil. Perhaps that is not so bad.
So,
Don't say that, Ismark.
I mean, your sister, Irina, do you think he's interested in her because this person, maybe?
What was her name?
Tatiana.
Does she look like Tatiana? Tatiana seems like your sister.
Do not know this Tatiana.
Do you think it's her soul?
Anything is possible.
Tatiana's soul?
It is possible.
Or could be that little girl. She seemed very mannered.
I can think of no other reason why he'd be so obsessed with her. I mean, she's very pretty. It's,
Says Irina.
But I'm very pretty.
Yeah, Irina, you're
You are
talking about
Irina.
yourself. You're kind of weird.
In the third person, too. Freaking weird.
All right, I'm going to burn the last of what the eggs. So I've got 8 eggs that I can cook up for everybody. I'll do a bunch of pancakes. I've already taken off the materials.
Eat.
How much do you have? How many more pancakes can you make?
Um,
I can't imagine too many.
Can I try hunting some rabbits before people wake up?
If you don't mind going off on your own in the woods a little bit.
oh dear God.
I'll go with her.
Honestly, to do pancakes after this, I don't have a whole lot because I'm running out of butter. I still have quite a bit of flour because it doesn't take that much flour to make pancakes. But yeah, I'm out of eggs, so it'll be very limited.
Yes, I will go if Tap wants to come with me.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check.
Tap
I'm gonna let her know though that I can hit a rabbit from like 240 feet away.
You can make it with advantage, countering your disadvantage because Tap is with you and assisting you and is actually reasonably competent.
Okay, a survival check.
Mm-hmm.
So 18 on the die, 19, 21.
21. Okay. Yeah, you guys, not only do you get 1 rabbit, in the hour that you're out there, you're able to get 3 rabbits.
Yes.
See, look what I can do with sleep. I'm amazing.
All right, I guess I will cook those up too.
More of a lunch.
Good, nah.
Or do you want me to like
Let's make
salt them
jerky.
and smoke them? Make
Let's
rabbit jerky?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll do everything I had, and then I'll turn the rabbits into like basic dry jerky.
Make your chef's tools check, if you would. To turn them into to preserve them well, I would say.
Bam!
Oof, okay.
I like that I roll good when I'm cooking. It's the only time.
You can consider those 3 more trail rations.
All right. Take whoever wants a ticket.
Yoink.
3 trail rations. Rabbit.
Hey, Vidna. Vidna.
What?
Can you, send a message to, me? You know?
Yeah. I
Make
can do
sure
that.
everything's alright with me.
Not the problem. 1 second.
I'm pretty worried about me.
Yeah, me too.
You guys are weird, you know that.
I'm gonna go stand over here so I can answer you.
Okay. Make sure it's working.
Yep. I gotta stand over, like, 15 feet away.
What do you send?
I'm organizing it in my mind in a Word document.
I see. It doesn't. You don't have to count it out to 25 words precisely. You know, you could go under and just send a short message.
Oh, I can't go under. Okay, I'll just wing it. She kind of goes off to herself over to the side. And she casts Bending.
Okay.
This is to Irina.
Mm-hmm.
Real Irina. Okay, I'm sending now. How is everything? Are you safe? I think he might be onto us. We can see you soon. We found something important. Jensen's making pancakes. Want me to save you one? That's it.
By the time we get to her, I won't be able to make any more. She'll be like, oh.
And I go like, oh wow, Vidna, you're getting so good at sending that spell. It's great. I would love a pancake. I'm doing fine. How are you? Bye.
Bye.
TTFN.
Are you messaging me a reply?
No, I'm just typing it out so I can see how many words it is.
See, it's nice to see that.
Man.
Wouldn't that be funny if Ezek replied? Sister!
Didn't he already reply?
Yeah.
Last night.
Sister, I want some of those pancakes.
You better save me one.
I heard about him at the festival.
They sound so good.
They ran out just as I was going to get some.
I wanted to get some, but the stupid Baron had to have his parade.
Yeah. But don't worry, I killed him.
This is a real reason.
It's like the tables with all of those festival cakes were at the church.
Oh no.
Gone.
You told her about Ismark last time you messaged her, right?
Yeah.
Last
Okay.
time I did? Yes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whew, okay. A few minutes, a minute later, you hear, "Oh no, I will lie low. Be safe. Don't endanger yourselves for me. He hasn't troubled me yet." There's a long pause, followed by, "Take care of my brother."
Wait, what about the pancakes?
She didn't even
Did
cite
she
it.
want
one? Priorities, you know?
Can I do a quick sense motive?
Make an insight check.
Oh,
Someone's
that's
been playing too much Pathfinder.
No
Jeez.
kidding.
Damn it.
26.
Damn.
You get the sense that she was trying to play it cool, but like she's a lot more frightened than she's letting on. Maybe near to panic. You did not sense any duplicity in what she was saying.
Do I sense? Wouldn't tell me that. Okay, I'm gonna send another message to Strahd this time. Be like,
Oh,
fuck you!
Okay.
Are you really?
Silly freaked out.
Hey, stop being a dick!
The DM was like, what?
Are you really?
No, I would like to eventually, but not right now.
I bet you would.
Not with 1/3 level spell slots.
Guys, I mean, Irina, I think we should go to the place. I think
so,
something is wrong.
Okay. Say no more.
All right.
We can go.
Pancakes on the go!
Oh no, y'all eating these here. Ain't no
Yeah,
walking and
we-
pancaking. Eat it,
we
enjoy it.
need to go!
Okay.
I think we should eat it on the road.
It doesn't take that long to eat.
I'm just gonna like wrap my rabbit jerky in a pancake
You got eggs too.
Ooh, I'm gonna do the same thing.
and put eggs in there.
Yeah, you can wrap the pancake and make sort of like a chalupa or something.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
don't you actually have a hen or something like that?
No, I
No,
lost
we
it.
left it.
The
We
hen
left
is,
it.
Irina has
is
a head.
with Irina, possibly. Unless
That's
you-
who I should have used sending on.
The
The
hen?
hen.
So while Irina's in there, all of a sudden the chicken will just be like, book, book. She'll be like,
If
why
there were
did you
any,
start talking now?
Buck once if you laid some eggs. Twice if you've been fed.
3 times if you want a pancake.
And 4 if you're part of Strahd's crew. Oh, God. All right. So I guess we're going to be up and out again.
leave immediately.
So that sword. I want it.
I will say, since this endeavor seemed to be fruitful, I think we should maybe put a little bit more merit into all those fortune tellings that we were having.
Do you remember what she said? She said the sword was an Argon von Solt. Argon von Solt.
Argenvostelt.
Yeah, that's it.
Wasn't there like dragon there?
That's
Dead
where
dragon.
the ghost of a dead dragon is. Aye.
Yeah.
You know, I had a dream. I killed dragon. It looks sad, but I killed it. by myself.
I had a dream that druids killed the Mardikovs.
But I had dream I killed dragon by myself.
So wait, does that mean you actually had a good night's sleep?
I got 3 rabbits. Yeah.
Oh, you're back on your game. That's good to hear.
Good.
The sword's mine, though. Sorry about that. I've been bucking
must
for that
be-
this whole time.
She must be busy doing other things.
I'm gonna tap on the shoulder like 3 rabbits.
Guys, I think we need to go get the
Tap?
thing in the place.
He's missing.
And
Also
do what
tap.
with it?
No, not that thing. The thing.
Yeah, and do what with it?
Get it. Get
Take it where?
I don't know, but with the hag running to Strahd
Hmm.
and telling him everything, we need to just be with it.
So maybe we can go to Kresk?
Yeah, maybe get it and go to Kresk.
What is get it? What is
What are
it?
we talking about again?
Oh my god, you guys, get on our level.
I don't know what you're saying. You're saying it. It could be
The
anything.
special thing we hid in the place.
Peanut butter.
Come on, Jency.
So
No
we
time
got to
for
get
jokes.
you.
This is
We got to
serious.
get you know what and bring it to you know where.
Oh, the it. I got you. I got it. The it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got you.
You mean my chicken?
But didn't we have to go back to Druid, kill Druids?
We can, but I think we should go get it first.
Yeah, we should go there right now.
I have a feeling it is in trouble.
Me
I
too.
have a feeling if we go there, it gets discovered. What is
It is
Strahd
already discovered.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not good. I still want to get that sword, though. When we get to do that?
I think.
What? But let's go.
Either way, we're going to be on the road. We're
Yeah.
packing up and moving out.
Or maybe it's a trap.
Maybe he's waiting for us to go to her.
Yeah, we could be leading.
It, gender neutral.
Dear God, if it's all out of the bag, why are you being so sneaky?
It's
I don't
not
know
quite
if it is
yet.
or not.
So
It's
we're going to
not
rush
yet.
out there because you think that it might be an issue, but you're being secretive because it might not be an issue.
Can we
Right.
go, please? Can we go?
I'm just picturing us as we're packing up and getting ready to go. This is the argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're already packing up and leaving. This is just discussion.
You
Let
know,
us
Gen
talk,
Z,
damn it.
Gen Z, you're being super like argumentative. Are you okay?
We were talking about this last time.
Mhm.
Gen
You
Z,
don't trust anyone
Can
anymore.
we trust you
Okay.
not to backstab us and hurt us?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't backstab. I'm a man of my word.
Oh, that's good to know.
I haven't done anything weird. My eyes haven't
Especially
gone
when it
black.
comes
I haven't attacked any of my own people.
killing people.
I'm not talking to Strahd like we're chummy
stuff like
chummy. I'm not getting tormented by witches.
Yeah, but you
If
don't
you
really.
notice, I haven't had any of that weird stuff. Short
But-
of being possessed, but that's all done now.
Jency, I'm sorry, Jency, but it just doesn't seem like you're ever with us. You know what I'm saying?
That's because you guys have never been with me. There's always been this disjoint. I
But
just kind of accepted it.
Yeah, I agree. But it's not just with you, it's with the whole group.
Aye.
Nobody ever listens to what Vidna says, either.
Most of the time, nobody listens to what I say.
I agree.
As
It's a problem, right? Like,
as a cohesive unit, we ain't got it.
no, we don't. Not at all.
Which is weird. And it's gotten worse the longer we're here. Like I said, I think this place is corrupting us. And I'm wondering who's going to buckle first. That's what gets my mind going.
Maybe we can just acknowledge it and try to work together from now on.
Support
I
each
don't-
other if something bad happens to somebody else.
Mhm.
Something bad always happens.
Ismark, you're with us now, so you gotta work with us too. Got it. We'll support you too,
Hey guys,
and your family.
the reason I want to go get it is because it was terrified, like panicked,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think it would. What it was saying did not. It shouldn't have felt like that.
Well, what in the hell did you say to it to get it to a panic?
I didn't say anything bad. I just said.
You were there.
I wasn't
Oh, yeah,
next to her when she did it.
I mean, I said he was onto us, but
Well, there you go.
I don't think that would send it into a panic. I don't know.
You essentially, you told it that the one thing that it is afraid of and worried about and trying to avoid is on to us. Which
And
Well,
means
I
probably
meant on-
coming for her.
I meant
exactly.
onto us, not her. This is why sending is flawed. I can't explain everything.
But I
I
think
can see why it would be a bit of a panic thinking about something like that. If that's all you told it, then that's kind of a logical conclusion. Hey, yeah, you know that group that's doing everything it can to try to help you out? Yeah, the big bad guy is coming after him, which means he's coming after you.
And it is all alone.
Mm-hmm.
She has It has a chicken.
Is
I
Mark.
certainly hope so. My bloody chicken.
Nothing can enter there. Not without.
That's true.
What was it? Like a code, otherwise it explode.
I saw him do it. I can do it.
Yeah, but we don't want to go there.
The last time I sent
Think
a
about-
message, I didn't tell you this, but last time I sent a message to it, it sounded off. I don't know how to explain it besides that.
What did it say?
Hey, let me put it this way. He wouldn't be chasing us if he knew where she was. Or it was.
Yes.
I don't know what's gonna happen now that the hag is gonna tell him.
It's not reassuring to say, hey, we're not getting attacked right now, so he's probably somewhere else. Doing something else. No. It's not
Well-
reassuring.
Yeah.
So I think either way, we still need to go pick it up and do something else with it.
What about the vineyard?
I hate to say it, but this is more important.
I like those people, and I really wish we could do more for them, but it just becomes a distraction over and over again. We get them back their vineyard, and now we're going to go and try to get rid of more people to save their vineyard. We help them to move the wine, only to pretty much lead it into a giant disaster.
Just that if it is the way that you say, then that's really worrying. And yeah, we need, you know what, we have a magical item that might be able to have us move it somewhere else under the guise of something else. Does
True.
that make sense?
Mhm.
So we randomly go inside magic building, come out to a stranger, and he's not going to question.
It's a risk. I don't.
Then why don't we take a stranger with us?
Okay.
I'm just curious because he seems to know all in this land.
We can take a stranger with us.
I think I'm a bit lost. Who's the stranger again?
Few are the Barovians who would travel with you willingly.
I know.
That's true.
I could
Not
turn in.
stranger then. You could turn into. You could turn into Ezek
Rictavio.
or
Travel with
Rictavio.
us.
Victorio's a little known. That might be a bad idea. How far are we?
I think we should. I think it would work.
Yeah, we're traveling and talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll turn
I know.
in. I can turn into someone. I need that blanket. Give me that blanket.
There, you can use my blanket. The safety blanket.
The safety blanket.
Oh.
Uh-oh. We only got 2 feet.
You got 2 miles.
2 miles.
So as you've been walking and talking, let's see. Oh, my.
Oh,
You could
my.
look like Father Donovich.
Yeah. That
Or
might
any-
make.
Any of the Martikovs.
Mm-hmm. Could look like Adrian or something.
Actually, as you reach the edge of the Svalich Woods, more of the Svalich Woods, you find that there is a foot trail that cuts into the trees off of the main path.
Ooh.
You
Okay.
want to point which way it goes on the map?
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, there's a foot trail. I can.
Ah,
Can we tell what kind of feet they are?
Make a survival check.
For like footprints.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, to see if there's footprints and
Oh,
if
okay.
so, where they go. But
Jensen, you got it.
You guys can let me do that. I'm good at that.
18. Okay. You find that there are some humanoid footprints And there's something strange about the trail that you can't quite put your finger on. You're not really sure what it is. But you would swear that this trail wasn't here the last time you came through.
Alright, this is definitely strange. Either there's a group of guys that went up into here and they're going to ambush us, or... I
So
don't
this
know.
is like a totally new trail? What are you saying exactly?
There's a little footpath that cuts through the trees.
Hmm.
Can I do a survival check to see how recent?
Can I investigate the tracks? Because you said they look strange.
Well, the tracks are humanoid. The trail, there's something wrong with the trail that he can't put his finger on.
Can I investigate the trail?
Sure.
First,
Vidna,
let's step on
you would surmise that whatever made this trail made it sometime during the night.
This was made just last night. I mean, we went by before and it wasn't here, so...
Oh, it's fresh.
Chell, same thing. Something funky going on here. The trail is wide enough, like it's not like, you know, one deer wandered through here and there's like a little bit of cleared brush. It's like this is a well-traveled path.
Tell how many?
Mm-mm. The
Yeah.
tracks that Jensen found are actually somewhat concealed.
How about I do an investigation on the path?
15. Don't forget to call your results.
Yes, 15.
You can't really tell how many. A few, more than one. To make a trail like this, it probably would have taken months of regular foot traffic.
Or a lot of people?
Or someone who was trying really, really hard to make it look natural.
Or the tracks go forward and back, or are they just going?
Just forward.
This is sketchy.
Anything left
don't
on the
know.
branches? The trees?
I mean, they're broken off from the passage of creatures moving through here.
Any fur? Clothing?
Mm-mm.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't think I want to go down the trail because it looks like it just goes into the woods. So it's not like some kind of shortcut. But if we go down the road, it kind of looks like the trail might parallel it. We'll be walking into an ambush.
I don't like it.
No. I'm gonna keep my axe out.
I say we ignore it and keep moving.
You still have the 2 horses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then yeah, I have to stay away from them.
Yeah, I'll say
Um,
we stick to the road and keep an extra special eye out.
And me and Chell in front, yeah. I mean, Irina. Rest in peace, Chell.
Do you miss her? I miss her every day.
She seems to be
sorry.
always on your mind. You
You're
really
right.
shook up about that.
You're kind of replacing her in my heart. I'm sorry.
Well,
I
she
just
did
missed
teach
her
you
so
well.
much.
She's irreplaceable.
She was a great teacher. We had a great morning workout.
All right, so are we just gonna follow the path and?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
The
going
the main path, or are you going to
Yes.
take the...
Well, yeah, the road,
Okay.
sort of.
Get out of here with that.
I am keeping an active lookout.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I think
guys
we're
don't-
all gonna be.
You don't like my notes. You don't like my trails and my
Nope.
shortcuts. Just no pleasing you people.
And your creepy figures in the mist with dolls. No.
Hey, those weren't mine.
Oh!
I don't
Did
know what you're
anything
talking
happen
about.
with that thing, Stewie?
Huh?
That doll?
The Blinsky doll?
Oh,
I kept it.
no, nothing.
Okay, good.
Are you like getting it out to check
No,
on it?
I'm leaving it there. I'm just wondering.
Oh,
Okay.
Take it out and starts animating.
Good. Because I don't like looking at it.
No, it would like me. I fixed it after Tap destroyed it.
Sure.
So you continue along the road.
Okay, maybe I will get it out just for a second.
Oh, thank
Now it's bugging me.
you. Now, can you put that away, please?
Actually,
Just
Vidna,
give me
could
a
you make an investigation check for me?
Oh, okay.
Great, we're gonna get jumped and attacked by the doll.
No,
By
it
the
like
way-
stole all my things.
Vidna has the tome, right? Like in her
Yes.
backpack or
Yes.
something? Okay.
I got a 20.
You open up your bag, and you don't see it where you left it.
It was wrapped up tight.
Yeah, it was.
I'll feel
You
around in
find
there.
what you wrapped it up in, and you like start feeling around in there, and finally, like you find it at the very bottom of the bag, under the bedroll and everything. It seems to have slipped out of the cloth that you had it wrapped in.
What are you doing?
Please
with
tell me you
things?
still have the book.
It's still there.
It's in a different pocket. I'll pull this doll out a little bit. Does he look okay?
Mhm.
What are you doing? Let me wrap you back up.
Why are you talking to it, Vidna?
I had dolls when I was little. I guess I just liked them. I'll wrap
Vidna-
it back up.
That's a little strange.
This is between me and Chell. You are here.
I can't
Where am
believe-
I?
I can't believe you kept that Strahd doll.
It seemed important.
Hmm.
I love it. We got a Strahd doll and his diary in the same bag space.
This seems creepy.
Is no fun, is no Blinsky.
What do you want me to do? Just throw it out?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not here.
You should have replaced the tomb with it.
What? Oh. Oh, it's too late now. I'm gonna wrap it back up and put it back.
Okay.
Okay, now we can keep going.
And so you continue on through the forest, through more of the forest, and then out of the forest, across some hills, up the steep, sloping road, until eventually you come to the bridge once again, and the roaring Sayre falls. There's a heavy mist coming off of the water far below. Not all the way up to the bridge, of course. But looking down, it's dizzying. 1,000 feet, you know. It's a long way. And from here, you can see Castle Ravenloft, high up on its perch. And you continue on.
Yeah, I think we're going to be going at our normal clip and just not stopping if we
You
can.
always roll at the bridge.
Don't mind your own business.
Oh, snap.
Bad kitty.
That was expensive.
It's not. It's water bottles.
You find something in the middle of the bridge, just lying on the ground.
Oh, for the love of God.
What is it?
Cane.
Huh?
A cane with an iron tip at the bottom. Just lying on the,
Like a
just
walking
lying
cane?
on the bridge. Yep, a walking cane.
Okay.
A walking cane? Does it look
Mhm.
like Rictavio's by any chance?
Is it Rictavio's?
Make an investigation check with advantage since you're both doing it. One of you.
Investigation?
Go
Mhm.
ahead, Vidna.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
It
I have been rolling good today.
definitely looks similar to Rictavio's. It could be the same. I mean, you didn't exactly study the intricate details of his cane,
Says you.
and it wasn't the most unique of walking canes.
If I pick it up and look at it, does it look like there's a sword in there?
There is indeed a sword cane.
Oh. Do you think this
This-
is... I remember Rictavio had something like this. That's weird.
Just me and you on the bridge right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to stay ahead of the horses because they don't
Yeah.
like Vidna.
Keep
And
moving.
We stopped, so they would have to stop. Can I do a perception?
So I guess the rest of you can see Chell and Vidna pick something up off the...
How close
Bridge.
can the horses get before they start to freak out?
I mean, they can get closer. That 40 feet is where they're most comfortable. They will come up to about 15 feet of her. After that, it'll take animal handling checks to get them to go closer than 15 feet.
How wide is this bridge? Feet, like, that we can walk on.
Let me double check. I believe it was pretty wide.
Give me some of that.
Because we could flank them and potentially be longer than the 15 feet. Depending on...
Oh, yeah. It's definitely wider than that.
All right. Well, if they're
I
standing
mean,
there looking
it's
at
probably like 50 feet.
Okay, yeah. I say, who's riding on the horse? I'm on one and Tap is on the other?
Eva and Tap are on the other one, right?
I can go
Eva's
40
speed
feet
is...
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Cool.
All right, then yeah, I guess we can flank them and just...
If
Kinda
anyone,
ride.
you'd probably want to put Vidna on the horse.
Too late.
And that would upgrade your average walking... Oh, right, you can't.
Ah,
I was like, then the horse will go really fast.
yeah, we'll never see either of them again.
One day, Vidna, we're gonna have to address this issue with you and horses.
I don't know. They used to love me.
All right, so if we get close enough, can I kind of look over and be like, "Oi, what's the hold up? What's going on?"
I'll just hold it up and show him. Kane.
Is there any blood or anything on the actual sword? On the cane?
Mm-mm.
Strahd didn't have a sword cane, did he?
Didn't see him with one.
All right, whose is it? Did you see somebody up here?
No.
Doesn't this look like Rictavio's?
Oh, it looks kind of like his, but he said he was going to steer a real wide berth of us. You think that's the devil trying to send us a message?
I don't know.
We are
Although-
very close to his castle.
Right. Although, hey, this would help with a disguise.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you want to take it with us, but we should keep moving.
I'm gonna
This
hang
isn't
on
exactly a good place to fight.
It is real, right? Tap, tap.
Actually, when you tap it against the stone, the iron bottom seems to give off sparks.
Whoa.
What the?
Whoa. Is it magical?
Could be.
Would be cursed.
Well, it's in her hand now, so
I'm gonna hold on to it for now.
yeah, hang on to it.
Shall we keep moving?
Yeah.
You continue on.
I'll look over the bridge as we go over it into the water.
You can find the
Right.
wizard.
Anything down there? Is there a
Make
wizard?
a perception check.
Is there a wizard?
Is there a wizard down there?
You're a wizard, Harry.
He's like, oh, hello.
You can't really see the water. The mist is too thick.
I'll blow it out of the way.
It's also about 900 feet below.
I can't blow that hard.
Nope.
That would take some skill
Yeah.
and lungs.
Betcha the mayor of Velakovich could blow that hard.
Yeah.
He blows
Not-
a lot of wind.
Not anymore. He
Not
doesn't.
anymore.
Oh, not anymore. That's true.
Rest in
All
peace.
is well.
All will be well.
All will be well.
Until it wasn't. Guys,
Uh,
I'm glad we can laugh about this now, because that was a horrifying event for me.
That was really horrifying.
That day was not fun.
That was
Meanwhile,
cool.
I constantly just remember Tim doing that part in my head and like
Just-
waving.
fills my soulless black heart with bats to hear you say that. You come to an intersection, and you can see clear hoof prints on the road that continues up into the mountain, or not into, but over the mountain, up to Castle Ravenloft.
Nope.
Fresh hoof print?
And wheel marks, wheel tracks,
He took the wine.
and the gate looms before you. Mended, the hole filled in.
He's like, you dicks, blast.
So as you approach, like as you come within 15 feet, the gates slowly begin to slide open, invitingly.
Oh, I don't like that.
I'm gonna look around.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see anybody watching us?
Make a perception check.
Oh man. I have advantage, don't forget.
No, you don't.
Don't forget.
You don't see anyone watching. Though there is a raven perched atop the gate just looking at you.
A
Yes.
crow or
It's
a raven?
a raven. It's missing feathers. And it looks malnourished,
Oh.
sickly. It caws once and then takes wing and flies away.
What direction?
Northwest.
So away from the castle.
Adrian?
Oi. You got to think how many people.
I just picked one. I just
Not the one I would have expected you to pick, but okay.
He was the last one we saw.
Really? Sorry, I'm talking to my cat.
He was the good-looking single brother.
I'm gonna turn myself around towards the castle and be like, thanks. Less work for me. And tap. Mainly tap.
Seems like he's letting us go through now because we
We're
don't
gonna
have it
lead
with
them
us.
right to her.
The impression you're just doing what he wants you to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
Let's go see a dragon. I have a good feeling about dragons. Right, sister?
No, I think we should go to the vineyard.
Unbidden, Kiva, the image of the dragon's face just before your axe severed its head flashes before you. And you kind of have to shake it off. Like you could almost for a moment see that stare of regret.
I'm a luck dragon.
So, who knows about dragons?
Dragons?
I read a
Right.
couple books.
A little bit.
Do dragons show regret?
Well, they're sentient just like you and me.
Oi.
I heard they were very smart, though.
They are.
I'm not very smart.
You don't say.
Shut up.
This
You're
old
smart.
codger might be able to tell you more.
Who?
Your friend,
What trend?
Victavio.
Mm.
He's kind of out of the picture as far as we know.
He mentioned dragons, I believe, when he was telling stories at the bar.
I must have been drunk.
I think you were drunk most of the time we were in the Lucky.
He's not wrong.
Oh, Judgy McJudge face getting all up.
I do not begrudge you your drunkenness. The Morning Lord knows you'll need a break.
I'm gonna take a swig and then give it to him.
Shit, he'll take a swig. What is it?
Piss.
No.
It's a trucker bomb jar.
Is it Wizard of Wines booze? Ava?
Yes?
Is it Wizard of Wines booze?
I said yes.
Oh, which kind?
I said the cheap one.
Oh, the cheap one, Purple Dragon Crush. Okay.
Hey, any port in a storm.
Or no, it
Pretty
was
much.
Purple Grapes.
Grape smash.
Grape Mash, that was it, yeah. Starting to forget. Okay.
Eva, how can you function so well when you,
He winces and passes it back.
How can I what?
like function so well? When I drink that much, I just get really sad and start crying. So I try not to drink that much.
Oh,
In this
so
country, Go ahead.
When you see what I've seen, it's nicer to have a bus.
In this country, you learn very quickly to hold your liquor.
Just makes me sad.
Okay, so you continue on. And as you pass through the forest, into the foothills, and begin descending down into the valley, and Valaki comes into sight far below.
Is it still smoking?
There is still smoke coming from the windmill, yes.
Not the windmill, Valaki.
Oh, Valaki? No.
Good.
That's good, I guess.
They put out those bats finally.
This is...
Swirling cloud of fiery bats for a couple days.
That's where we're going to leave it tonight.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Everybody on YouTube, goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Peace.